Finishers MMA, finishersmma.com, @finishers. That's how you find them on social media. These guys have a show with us every Monday called Now We Go. You can check it out. Zach, JM, Thor, Grace, there's too many to name that come out of that school, and they are killers in the game. They are the biggest MMA jiu-jitsu school in the area, and they are owning the East Coast. You can contact them at 610-438-0746. Ask for Andrew. They are at 3761 Nicholas Street in Easton, PA. They have 2 locations as of now, Bethlehem and Allentown. They are growing into 3, 4, 5, 6. I would say they are taking over, but they already have. Check them out on all of their social media. They are awesome to follow. And if you're looking to get in shape, you're looking to choke people, you're looking to do anything at all to better your life, finishersmma.com. AllValleyRooter.net. That's not how you pronounce it all the time. I just say it that way. All Valley Rooter, Jared LaBarba. He is my plumber. He's the show's plumber. I'm getting him plumbing business all over, and I love that he is getting what he wants. He has 24-hour emergency service. He is certified, insured, and professional. You can follow him at All Valley Rooter. He's on social media, and you can find his information at allvalleyrooter.net. Jared came down over the weekend and he fixed a problem down here. He's super professional. I love him as a person. I love his business. He grew it, and he's doing his own thing. It's allvalleyrooter.net. It's 24-hour professional plumbing services. He can help you out with everything you need. It's 610-762-1656. He's certified, insured, and professional. Do not be afraid to contact him for any of your plumbing needs. Support Jared. Jared supports us. Luke Delmeyer Handmade Custom Knives. I love Luke. It's lukedelmeyer.com. He's a farrier, a bladesmith, and a blacksmith. He has custom knives, and the best part about it is you can take classes to make them. So not only can you take a class to learn how to make knives, at the end of the class, you get that knife. We're working on a project together. He started recently getting into chef knives, so he's starting to make chef knives. He makes hunting knives. He can make any of your needs as far as blacksmithing. That's at Luke Delmeyer on Instagram. That is the best way to follow him. You can see all the stuff that he's posting. He shares, he does raffles, he gives giveaways. Check out all things Luke Delmeyer at lukedelmeyer.com. We've had him on the show before. You can dig down in the library, listen to how he got started and where he's at now. I'm excited to work with Luke. He's a really good friend of the show, and I'm excited to showcase his chef knife that he's making me. Check out all things Luke Delmeyer at lukedelmeyer.com. Farrier, bladesmith, blacksmith. Rips Auto Detail. This guy is the best, hands down, in the area. I've interviewed him. I know his story. He's doing things that others aren't, and I love that he fucks with the show. I love getting the best of the best and having them support and be a part of this. That's what the sponsorship is for. I'm giving you the best people in their profession, and Rips is the best at auto detail. It's at Rips Auto Detail for Instagram. You follow that. He's showing you the different cars he does, and it's at 630 North Nelson Street in Allentown, PA. He offers paint correction, ceramic, SPS coatings, and more. This is appointment only, and it's ripsautodetail@gmail.com. You can call him at 484-553-1366. I tell you, follow him. If you don't know, you want to know more about what he does, follow him on Instagram. Follow Rips Auto Detail, and you can see all the things that Rip does. He's a big part of the show. We have a separate show we do called Road Dogs, and you can check out his past interviews and hear his whole story. I couldn't recommend this guy more for your auto, car, boat, plane. This guy literally has done everything, and he is the best in the area doing this. Rips Auto Detail. Christmas Hour.
Are you recording right now?
We've been recording. That's
Cool.
it. Welcome to the holiday show. How are you guys?
I'm good.
Thank you for coming down.
Festive. I feel festive.
Yeah, it's very decorated. It's definitely Christmas vibes down here. What is this we got?
Interstellar Clouds, I think you're drinking. Tomorrow's new release.
I'm holding the back of the fucking label.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't see through the can. But if my memory serves me correct.
Yeah, Interstellar Clouds.
Yep. 8% double IPA.
This is good.
Phenomenal.
So I didn't grab the 4% one.
No. I
You
did.
got-
We can trade.
Already.
I didn't open
I
this
already
one.
started. COVID. Oh, no.
All right, might as well chug it.
No, I can honestly say I have not had a bad beer at your place yet.
Stop it.
No, I'm not even trying to kiss your ass. I really have. I tried them all because my brother came home that day. We just started ordering, and I have not had one.
We try.
Yeah,
We
it's
try
good.
real hard.
It's
I
all different.
appreciate it.
Like I said, my brother was like, "I like this place. There's all kinds of different IPAs because he doesn't really. I mean, he's in Idaho. He don't really know shit. But no, he liked it. He liked it a lot.
I
So,
appreciate it.
I've been doing this 20 years, man. Like Josh and Danny are solid brewers.
Yeah.
They are like,
Yeah.
and I can say that objectively. I'm not blowing smoke.
but it's good because there's a lot of places that fake it. I'm not
Yeah.
throwing people under the bus
Yeah.
or across the street.
We're doing this already.
Try this new.
Sorry.
Try this.
What are we in? 37 seconds.
Listen, I would have done it before we even started, but I was
Try our new IPA, Under the Bus.
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys should do that.
A dark
it in
lager.
Slack.
You should.
Yeah.
Put it in
Yeah.
Slack.
Okay, Under the Bus.
Yeah.
Okay, Under the
you
Bus.
should definitely. Yeah.
Black and yellow label. This is good.
Thank you.
What's going on at the brewery? What's new, man? You haven't been here in a while. I've been just doing a bunch of shit. You started the rooftop, and then you got all kinds of events, food going on over there.
Doing all the things. Yeah, all the food trucks, lots of fundraisers, food drives, toy drives we're doing. Lots of beer releases, lots of private events. All sorts of good shit. We're working on expanding our footprint. We're working on a merch and bottle shop right next door. Some other locations throughout the Lehigh Valley.
What do you mean merch and bottle shop next door?
We're taking the Metro PCS.
Oh, shit.
cool.
I didn't know that.
They're connected to us.
Yeah.
And we're literally turning that into a beer to go and sick merch shop.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The 10 people who go to Metro PCS are devastated.
Yeah, they're like, what are we gonna do? How am I gonna get my minutes card? My cards.
So our landlord, let me answer that question.
Yeah.
He's relocating them a block away.
Oh.
Yeah.
My man.
So there's.
Well, you'll have to
there's
say sorry guys, you gotta go a block.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's cool.
Yeah, you have a good
Everyone's
landlord
happy.
over there.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yep, he's worked well with us. Very, he's invested in us. His time, energy, obviously, his money. You know what I mean? So
So do you guys have that whole building now?
No, so we're renting the basement, our level. One of the apartments upstairs, a 2-bedroom apartment we're using for the Airbnb. And then the rooftop beer garden, which is under construction, and then the rooftop to be Airbnb
You
penthouse.
guys should do more stuff.
Don't want to get too much into the penthouse. That's in its
Yeah.
infancy stages, obviously.
Now, is that like a space up there where he's going to get rid of apartments, or is that like a new build out?
No, new build out. Yeah, the roof is unfinished, and we, as we renovated the building, we planned for a roof expansion. So we invested a ton into structural steel throughout the building, like an interior skeleton in the building to support the weight of the roof and all the occupancy on the roof. And got approval from the city, built the elevator. Like, we're going up.
That's awesome.
We're getting there.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah. It's fucking it's
How
so
big's the
stupid.
space next door?
The Metro?
Yeah.
2,000 square foot or something. Yeah, 1,500.
So then you can just keep stuff in the back for
Yeah,
more
no,
storage on top of it.
Well, also, when we're super busy, our bartenders are running around with their heads cut off, and we've gotten the feedback that people don't want to inconvenience them to find like a certain size or color or something, and that's fair. So
Yeah, I guess it's a lot. If they're super busy,
Yeah.
you take them out of their environment. Like they're
What do you
getting
want?
stuff, and all of a sudden
Yeah,
it's like,
okay,
oh,
I'll
I'm gonna
go
go
in
find
back.
you a glass.
yeah.
Like a special glass you want. Yeah, send them next door.
Yeah, and like any of the bartenders would,
Yeah,
you
sure.
know what I mean, in
Sure.
a heartbeat, but so we want it to be its own dedicated thing, and we already sell enough beer to go and merch to pay for the rent, so we would hope that would go up when it's its own dedicated thing with more variety and
you can do
cooler
more merch.
artwork, and a ton. We're gonna do a ton of
You can get
merch.
into so much more stuff. Mm-hmm. So much more stuff. What are you guys thinking about adding?
You name it.
Because now you could be doing like pint glasses and
You
all
name
that
it.
shit.
We could.
Leather
we already-
Seven
flasks.
Sirens breakfast cereal.
Yeah, breakfast cereal, marshmallows.
Like, I would think they went too far. If there's
Yeah.
a flamethrower.
I mean, at least a potato launcher. At a minimum, a potato launcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? So that's fun.
I dig those glasses you guys sell. The one that's like a thinner in the bottom and kind of crusts up. Like I forget what they're called. It has like a.
We have a few of them.
Yeah, I forget what it's called.
The Belgian ones, or the you have the Irish.
The tulip glasses, like
the
that?
tulips.
Yeah,
the
the
16
kinda,
ounce, like
yeah,
the tulips.
Yeah, they're cool looking. I got 2 of those for my father.
Yeah,
I
I always fuck up and come unprepared to this. So next time I will bring all
but
the fucking glassware.
I bought.
Like we should be drinking out of it, not.
Yeah, I have to take pictures. I bought 2 for my
What am I doing
father-in-law. He put it on his little bar. Yeah.
I'm just like, no more dishes.
Yeah. Should I have like a secretary or something? Dan, come on, what are you here for?
Man, I'm just here to chill.
I'm here for the good vibes.
He said you sing. You sing.
I do, but not like I'm not like I'm gonna be a star one day. Just
So are you in a band or
No.
What do you do?
I just have fun. I don't like to just riff.
Who do you sing with?
When they open mics, whatever.
Yeah, anytime like a band's playing, he'll just
I'll
like
jump on
start
stage
singing
for a
better
quick-
than the lead
yeah,
singer.
Yeah, I'm not in a band or anything like that, but I'll
It's
just jump
just
on a
fun.
song.
Did you used to be in a band? Where did the singing come from?
Nah, I just always used to sing back in the day, but I mean, like, I used to, when I was a kid, man, like, I loved Sublime so much. Like, when I was like 15, 16, and I would just listen to them all the time, and then I play guitar, I play guitar for a few years, but then, you know, you had to work, you know.
And then adult.
Yeah, exactly. You can't be like, yo, man, can I play guitar and get like 16 an hour and just chill? And, I gotta lift stuff, man. Nah, okay, so.
You have a good voice for radio.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
He does comedy, stand-up comedy.
Yeah, I've been doing stand-up 13 years.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So do you put the shows together at Seven Sirens?
Yeah, I started. It's like, it's tough getting it on right away because there's so many factors that go into booking comedy shows, and like, you know, what day, when is everyone home, you know what I mean? And I've been doing it 10 years, but I only do like event shows, like big ones. I'm not doing like a lot of weekly. I do every few months.
Yeah. When did you start doing comedy?
2008.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Around here?
Yeah, man. Brewworks back in the day. Remember Brewworks?
Did the open mics or whatever?
Yeah, man. All those stuff. You know, this was probably the earlier stand-up comedy scene in Lehigh Valley. Was like one of the, like, you know, it started around 2006, 7.
Yeah, they started over at the hotel over there.
Yep.
What the hell is that? I don't even know what hotel. Raritan or
Ramada.
Ramada. There you go.
They've always been around. They've always had funny.
Yeah.
They've always been
They pulled
around.
decent people over
Yeah, they
there.
did.
What's
They
his
did.
face? Rich Voss.
Yeah.
I saw
Rich
him
Voss
there a
was
there?
bunch.
Yeah, I saw Rich Voss
always
there.
came back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did there a few times. It's fun. It's like a breakfast room, man. It's like real awkward.
Yeah, he's
Strange, yeah.
No, he shit on him and Bonnie came and they both just shit on.
Yeah,
the
he was
venue.
like, that's okay. Like, have the waitresses just walk in front of the stage all the time.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can see me. That's great.
He's like, I really enjoy the one
Yeah.
step up to
Yeah.
your professional stage you have
Yeah,
here.
the kitchen from that place, man. I've been in the kitchen, bro. It's like a cafeteria from the 70s, man. It's
Oh.
like, you know.
Yeah, because the bar's right connected outside too. I went to a couple shows there.
Hey,
It was
we-
always
we-
like a
we-
good venue
we
for
met-
like a creepy.
we met Andy there, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah. and
We ran Andy.
yeah.
We're like, there's some weirdo out front.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was. We just started the show when we did that.
They would say that, like, some of the comics would say, like, they would rent out a floor or something of the second floor, and that would be like a weird swingers party or something. I'm like, ugh. Yeah. I'm avoiding the second floor. And probably
I was
all the other
5
floors.
while this was all going
Exactly.
on. This is disgusting.
It was terrible.
Fucking
man.
perverted old
It
people.
was awful. I'm leaving.
So do you do stand up or do you just like do you host them or just set it up?
I do stand up and I host them. I do the stand up. I put the show together and then I'll perform. I usually like do the middle. I'm a good
Yeah.
middle comic. I do like 10, 15 minutes.
When do you guys usually do the comedy nights?
Usually weekends. Like we can't. It's tough for Fridays and Saturdays because like that's like publicly dedicated. We can't. It has to be for the public. But like on a Thursday or a Sunday night.
Oh yeah, how do you do it? Do you do it by tickets or?
Usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually tickets.
It's best if it's a special event. You know what I mean? Sunday and Thursdays can sometimes be a little free play with some time. But
Yeah. So you have to shut the place down to do that?
if it's a ticketed event,
Yeah.
Yeah, and like we've sold a few hundred tickets for him before.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
No, there's definitely a scene in the valley for comedy.
Yeah, Arts Quest is big. There's a few other little places around here.
That's cool. I didn't know you did that.
Yeah, man, Steve.
I'll start coming out now.
Yeah, come out. Yeah, I have it. So I have. I'll say one more thing. I have a YouTube show with Adam Yenser. We do canceled news. So we have like more of a conservative right. Like, so we're big Norm Macdonald fans.
Yeah.
And we always love the Weekend Update and stuff like that. So we have more of like I won't say right leaning, but more. Adam's more Republican than I am, but he's like we're both conservative. If that makes sense.
Yep.
But he
I
leans.
don't know what either of that means.
I do. It's all right.
He's like
it's all right.
He's like
I'm okay with it.
He's like more strict. You know. He's like.
Yeah.
you know, like I don't know, like Red Ties and Sean Hannity, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
99-cent coffee. I don't know. like, just,
I
When
saw.
do, when
I
do you
saw,
guys do that?
what's that?
When do you do that show?
Once a week on YouTube.
Cool.
We've been
Where
doing
do you
it for
shoot it
years.
out of?
He shoots it out of. I send jokes in, so I do the jokes, and then he's the host.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, man.
I'll check that out
Yeah,
too.
it's dope.
Yeah, I saw Nick DiPaolo over at
Next to man.
Steel Stacks.
Next to man.
Oh, he walked in and started telling jokes, and instantly half the people are like, "Ooh," and he's like, "You're in the wrong room. Like, you do your research before you come
fucked
to
up.
see people."
Yeah.
and it was bad. They were like, they were
Oh,
not
it's quite-
conservatives.
Oh shit! Oh, I forgot. That's right.
Yeah, they were not
Nick-
conservatives.
That did not hit my brain right away
Yeah.
because I know Nick and I know Arts Quest, and I was like, oh, that's like vinegar and water.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how he got booked there. I mean, he killed
By
it. The
accident.
people that were there to see him
Yeah.
loved it. I mean, it was
Yeah.
it was fucking hilarious. But he was just ripping on people, and like everyone's like, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, are you offended?"
Yeah.
Like you need to do your research before you come here.
Yeah.
But I don't know who they thought they were seeing. Like, because they even postponed the show. He was supposed to show up. He got his flight or something got
Oh,
screwed
that's
up from
right.
Sun.
Didn't you weren't
and
you,
I'm
like,
like in
sitting there
line
waiting?
for like an hour and a half, and they're like, "We're sorry, we have to postpone it." I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" So they came back, and they still didn't pay attention to who he was. It was good though. Andy opened for him.
Yeah.
And he did really well too.
Who's Andy? Which Andy?
Malafarina.
Malafarina.
I know Andy.
Yeah.
I love Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He comes on the
he
show
opened
once.
for him.
He moved to Jersey.
He opened for him. He was funny. Yeah, he was super funny.
I came up with Andy. Andy's one of the kids I came up with. Andy's the man.
He's
good
in
kid.
Jersey now, but he used to fuck with the show when we first started.
No
he
way,
came
nice.
on, yeah.
Good. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a buddy. I booked Andy a few times.
Yeah, we met him at
Yeah,
that venue.
At that venue,
He was sitting at the bar.
He was sitting at the bar by himself, just sitting there. We're like,
Yeah.
I'm like, look at this guy here. He's really
We
weird.
just started just instantly started bullshitting, and it was like the same vibe of fucking off. And then like we started talking more, and he's like, "Oh, I got to go up," and I'm like, "Oh, you're doing the thing here." And then I think it was just like he hit my Insta up, and then at that time he was doing the Dope Show, which was my favorite
Yup.
thing he's ever done.
Yup.
And then he started coming on to like a sports show that we were doing at the time. We were just audio, and we were in downtown Bethlehem. So this is probably like year one.
He's a big pro wrestling
Yeah.
guy too. That's why he was able to.
But then he moved to Jersey. So he was just on a couple months ago, but I'm trying to set up a thing with him. I love Andy. He's fun.
Yeah, Andy's a good cat, man.
What if we like hated Andy and that was a much different part to the show?
Fuck it. It's raw.
Fuck Malafarina,
It's a Christmas
man.
edition.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas
Wait,
show.
we ain't here to shit on
bitch.
Andy?
Yeah.
Out of here, man. No.
Fuck you.
Titled Fuck Andy.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck Christmas.
Everything's edited out except for bad
Yeah.
parts about Andy.
Cut that. Hold it
I'm gonna
against
cut
us in
that
10
into
years.
a promo.
Yeah, he was funny. Like I said, he did really well. I went up after. I was like, "You did great." And he's like, "Do you think?" And I was like, "Everyone was cracking up." Yeah, he did real well. Because I was like, you should get me to go, hook me up and get me. I'm gonna go meet Nick. And he's like, I don't think. I was like, I'm just kidding. I know you have no fucking pull at all. To go
How
meet-
dare you? It's Andy Malafarina
Yeah.
of the Dope Show. Are you guys doing anything for Christmas? Do you do a holiday secret Santa?
are you
for
Santa Claus?
Your workers?
We did Santa photos with dogs. That was a thing.
Yeah.
A fundraiser
Yeah, it's
for
awesome.
Freedom First.
Cool.
Dog rescue. So that was this past weekend. We're releasing a winter beer, a winter warmer.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm. I'm still trying to get Josh to name it Santa's Sack. It's not going over well.
Has he
The focus
leaned?
groups are not accepting
I
it
mean,
well.
listen, nothing gets me thirsty. Nothing gets me thirsty than saying, "Do you want some more Santa sack?"
Full
Yeah.
of spice.
That should be a complete commercial cut for that.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, Santa's legs. The sack hits the floor.
Yeah.
The beer just flies out of it.
Yeah. How close is he to saying yes? Has he moved at all from no?
No.
Well, it's a tie between that and Santa's testicles. So
Yeah. Here's
like,
your
this is-
options.
we don't know which one sounds better.
I'd lean towards the testicle ones.
You always lean towards testicles.
Constantly. I don't so much leaning back.
Do you
and then they
ever
lower into
lean
my mouth.
away?
No. I actually hurt my neck because I would
Yeah.
go up too soon.
I'll drink to that.
This is good. I'm trying to think of other Christmassy things.
We're open for Christmas. That's pretty Christmassy.
You're going to be there at Christmas
Yep.
Day?
Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
All day?
4 to midnight both days.
Who works? Do you give the option, or are you like forcing people to work? Like
I literally force everyone to work.
We have
all
a
the
whip.
time.
If you don't show up, you're fired.
Literally, you and your kids can hit the road.
Bring your presents here. Your kids can open them in the back.
That toy drive, not for you. Yes, that's how it goes.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect timing because by 4 or by 5, somewhere around there, like most people are
Yeah.
Christmased out.
You're done.
We used to sit at home.
Yeah, you want to go with
now
your
that you
friends to
say
a bar.
that, yeah. Now that you say that, I remember when I was in my 20s.
Didn't they do that on
we would
Thanksgiving?
rush through Christmas. And then
You're
still
all
get
back home,
fucked
you're all
up.
back in
the
town.
townhouse was always open. Just get retarded.
And we have a ton of people who we grew up with who wanted to support us, but there's been a pandemic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they've all.
Oh yeah, because last year there wouldn't have been anything going on.
There was no events. There was no nothing. That was our
we had
second
secret
shutdown.
ones at my parents' house. We did have everyone over for Christmas. We broke the law last year.
And I'm reporting you, and you're fucked. It's over.
Turns out none of it holds up in court though. So crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. So this is your first year back to doing like holiday shit and all that and normal.
Yeah. All sorts of corporate events, private events. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Now that you're saying that, I'm like, oh, I'd go over on Christmas.
Yeah, man. It's cool because the people want to work it, so it's like
What actually happened?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, I know you didn't
Yeah, it's-
say, hey, motherfuckers.
Yeah, you're fired.
Yeah, we didn't have like a pitchfork outside. Like, just get in there and work.
There's dating people.
Oh, your feet hurt?
Are you doing anything special or just opening?
It's open.
Yeah,
Open for the community.
that's dope.
Yeah. And we don't know like if anyone's going to show up, so I don't want to like book a band and
Yeah.
I really fucked up during Music Fest. Nobody came out. So
What do you mean?
it was our worst week we've ever had.
What happened?
No one came out.
Why do you think that was?
Because there was a festival of music.
Why weren't you saying
Down the
that?
street.
You should have been doing fucking Sublime. They would have came in droves.
That every other person at that place was doing Sublime too.
Yeah, they're like, hey, he's just singing that song again.
It's like cover band heaven now over there. I can't be going like, oh, we're going to see this cover band. This is like, no, like, oh man, I love how you didn't write that song and play it. I don't know.
Cover bands were big when I was in my 20s.
Oh,
Like my
hell
first
yeah.
big orange cone and like you'd
Yeah.
get a crocodile for the
Was
cover
it
band.
Fuzzy Bunny Slippers?
Emily's Toy Box.
Emily Toy Box was
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
Do they still do that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's a business.
They're in
model.
Ocean City right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. What were the other ones?
Dude, that used to be great.
What was the
'cause
outside
New
place?
New Year's Eve, they used to rent out hotels
Banana
and you paid
Joe's.
all you could drink, and then you had a
Banana
band.
Joe's. Banana
Yeah.
Joe's at the
Yes.
outside
Banana
venue.
Joe's.
We've done a few private events with
Yeah.
open bars for a couple hours,
Yeah.
and like we could do that New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Just make it open bar for 9 to
Okay.
12. Private event, sell
Yeah.
tickets.
Oh yeah, that's what
Ticketed
we want to
event.
do. That's what we're gonna do. They've been
Literally,
open.
I said we just did that, and we're going to All right, let me consult my attorney.
Like, we did not.
That was
Man, I
always
knew I should
so
have left
big.
you in the car. Fucking Karen.
As I peek in.
Yeah, they used to do that back in the day, but they had them at like hotels. So you'd rent a room, bed, ticket.
Oh yeah, I
that way.
forgot they used to do that. They'd have the
it
cover
was
band,
great.
and then
You
they'd
just
sell the
get
fucking tickets.
Stupid drunk and
Yeah.
that was
One friend Bruce used to always try and talk us into that. There's going to be so many guys.
I was there every time. I was high fiving them, bro. I was there.
You were at those?
Everyone.
Dude, what was your favorite part?
I was cleaning up with women back then.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that was before Facebook.
I
man.
was thinner,
Yeah.
not thinner.
Yeah.
Those were the days before social media.
Yeah.
When you had to use the telephone and call.
Call waiting.
You gotta have a personality. And
That's right, Mr. Shantz. I'm taking your daughter out tonight. Is that okay with you? I'll have her home by 8:30. Gonna get a malt down at the shop.
Have a lucky strike.
Yeah. 9 out of 10 doctors recommend them.
Exactly.
Walk us through your
are all
evening when
old
you used to go to
references.
those.
Yeah, I know. From like 100 years ago.
I'm trying to remember. I think it was seriously. It was only like
Did they have a
75.
DJ?
No, they would have those bands.
Beaver then.
They would have one of those bands would come. It would be like Emily's Toy Box or something, but you'd basically rent the room and get a ticket for like $50
Would they
a
have
person.
food?
Yeah.
What would they have?
Chicken fingers, mozzarella sticks. and
Prime
shit.
No, like
rib.
regular, just like a whatever,
Lobster.
like chicken or some chicken sandwiches or something. But it was all open bar, and then they had the band there, and then you had a room.
Fucked up.
Yeah, so you get a whole bunch of people would rent out blocks of rooms, and then you didn't have to leave. So you just start drinking at like early, and
And then it switched to DJs, I believe. Then it was like Paulie D would host stuff.
no, it was not Pauly D.
And then I don't know. I don't even know if they do that anymore.
I don't think. I think.
I mean,
they
I've got an
stopped.
Airbnb above the brewery,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I could rent all the other apartments. I get first right of refusal on every apartment that's open.
Yeah.
So do you want to rent them and listen to loud music?
I want to rent them so I don't get complaints about loud music.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Do people live above the brewery?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 apartments. People live there.
That's crazy. I guess not so much. They have it in town
And there's a list of people waiting.
to get those apartments. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's nice? They're all new.
They're super nice
The
apartments.
Airbnb is fucking awesome.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. And 3/4 of them are in the brewery, once, twice a week. If not just hanging out, having a glass of water, literally just hanging out with the bartenders. It's real cool.
Yeah. And you were doing you're gonna love this. He's doing the pool behind, so it'll be like a mobile thing for events. And then we talked about Demolition Derby.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm driving.
How long have we been talking about wanting to do a Demolition
Yeah,
Derby? We shook
Derby's-
on it. We shook
Oh,
on it.
it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, what sucks is I don't have that vinyl machine anymore. I could have let it up the whole fucking car with whatever the fuck you want.
Rattle cans.
I know, but it's so much cleaner if it looks like you spent money and you didn't spend anything.
I don't wanna be
because I
clean.
literally
It's a demo
had the.
derby.
But I'm saying I had the vinyl machine. I could have just did it in an hour and just
Yeah.
it cost nothing. But I got rid of it.
But if you don't have it, it costs something.
Rattle can.
What kind of
Okay,
car
it
are you
is.
thinking?
Just the biggest, dirtiest, nastiest.
A big boat.
Yeah.
Goddamn Oldsmobile
hopefully-
88.
I have a
Oldsmobile-
Suburban.
Yeah.
And they have minivan and pickup truck ones, and I can throw my Suburban
Oh,
in
a
it.
Suburban would be crazy.
Sure would.
Have you ever been involved in a Demolition Derby?
My uncle used to participate,
So it's in
professionally.
your blood. It's in your
Yeah,
genes
it's pulsing.
to win.
Like multiple things are pulsing, but
Your plums.
yeah,
Yeah. You feel it in my plums.
my sack.
Real big and juicy.
Yes. Back to the balls.
Yes, sir. See?
Okay.
I mean, I played Twisted Metal growing up a lot. So
Yes.
maybe-
PlayStation
Yeah.
1.
With the fucking ice cream truck at the head always
Yeah.
bouncing around there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
What would you do for it? What do you think?
When?
What would you be a vendor? Be a vendor at the event and then enter a car at the
all of
same
it.
time?
Sponsor
Yeah.
our car or cars,
And then
plural.
like push the shit out of going and just try and get a fuck ton of people to go.
Yep, up the price of the place.
Where, though?
Donate.
Where would you have it?
A ton of places. Mountain Springs, I think, still does it out in past Hamburg.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, we should do a tour. Fuck doing one.
There's tours.
Yeah.
It is an active thing. Yeah, I know a lot of my friends from the sticks do that.
What, like
yeah.
do multiple ones?
Yeah, they're in series of them at different locations all over the Northeast. Yeah,
There is a knack to it. Yeah, there's definitely a knack to it.
just like we were saying earlier, there are just communities around us of people everywhere. I'm all right.
I'm good. Thank you.
Do you want to open that one?
We can.
What is it?
All right. So with us this evening, I brought one of our brand new hand labeled and bottled. Pardon me. Stouts conditioned on cocoa nibs, butterscotch, and pecans, and then we age it in rye barrels.
Okay. All right.
With the little cracker guy.
This thing is I'm gonna be honest with you, it's really weak.
It just breaks off and goes in your eye.
It's just garbo, but you have to force your thing in. Yeah, there you go. It requires a lot of. There you go.
A lot of
I got
guff.
it. I got it from China for $1 before the supply chain issues.
I don't want to brag about my fine motor skills, but
That was pretty gosh darn
I
good.
got it.
It looked good. It looked to go smooth.
Yeah. All right. 7.7%. Brewed this.
How long do they keep them in the barrels?
About 9 months.
Ooh. So you're going to pick up all the notes from the from the rye, from all the rye they put him in oak barrels. No.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
So you're gonna pick up all kinds of stuff.
And not too much of it.
Ooh, no, but yeah.
Do you want any of this?
Maybe.
Here, chug from the bottle. Give me the bottle. Here's the bottle.
I mean, we'll cheer you on if that's what you need. Go,
There's still a
go.
bunch left in there.
Yeah, there's a lot.
From Miss Maddie.
We're all just watching you and the videos watching.
I'm just smelling this like a creep.
No, it smells great.
Yeah.
I wish we could go 4 cameras wide. You know what I mean? One shot, boom.
New studio.
We need to
New
add
studio.
that. There's got to be a button on here that does that somewhere. There has to be.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like,
That literally is like can
do
be
everything.
used to
yeah.
like run live television.
That's what I'm saying. There is
we
a
just
way.
use it to go boop boop boop.
Yeah. I didn't try
Ooh,
it.
that's a nice rich boy
I just
right
spit
there.
it out. This is really good.
Yeah.
This is sneaky.
Yeah, it is.
This
That's a
is
good
sneaky.
after.
Blackout on this.
This is a great
Wake
after.
up with everyone looking at you and just broken glass everywhere. What did
No,
you
you know
do,
what's good?
Michael?
You can smell.
Shit everywhere.
You can.
My balls are out.
This is
One's
Balls.
in.
yeah.
Just one's
One's
out.
always in. It never drops.
this is a perfect. I love it. This is a perfect.
What's good is-
dessert ale. It's fantastic.
You can really smell the rye. And you can taste it, but it doesn't have that. Like you shove a
much.
bunch of beer and yeah, because I hate. Well, the one
There
the one
are-
from Sam Adams, the one
just
that their
keep breathing in
special
this.
thing, that's not beer anymore. That's his booze.
There's a bunch of them. Like this is very light for the
But this is
barrel
good.
aged stuff. Very light. Just like our personal taste buds. Like we try making everything, like all of our beers, drinkable. Right? Like we
Yeah.
want for us commoners who just want good tasting, higher quality. You know what I
so
mean?
is that's available now?
Yes, and So we've had barrel aged ones that you smell it and taste it, and it tastes like you're drinking like bourbon.
Booze. Yeah, booze.
Like
I don't like those.
yeah, and you're just like you're struggling with it. And we tried just balancing all the flavors
This
out.
is very good. I'm gonna buy some for Christmas when I go over.
What is this the first time you're doing something like this, or you said you've done it before?
Last year we did a pale ale.
Nothing!
Yeah.
There was like 2 of them.
Thanks, Tom Wolf.
Yes.
Piece of garbage.
What a guy.
So this is like something you're introducing this year and you're
Yes,
selling?
this is a seasonal release. We are stashing away for many years, dozens of cases, and then every year we're going to do that, and then every year, we're going to have like a 5 and 10 year release eventually,
That's awesome.
and then every year you'll get 10-year releases and 5-year releases, and
You guys have so much stuff going on. When you guys like sit down, like, because everything you talk about is well thought out. Like, is there like a group of everyone that sits down and like, hey, this is the general plan, and then you take ideas and run towards them, or like, like it seems like everything you guys decide to do is thought out and executed. Not everything's being finished because of like the roof and expenses and how shit is, but it seems like how often do you guys meet up? Or is this like always going on where it's like, hey, something new, let's do this, let's add it in. But I like that, like, you guys aren't afraid to say, like, fuck it, yeah, let's put that out. Even though we're working on that, we can work on multiple things.
Yeah.
Which is the correct way to go, because you're always going to have problems and
Doesn't matter.
roadblocks. And oh, cool, this isn't working, I'll be over here finishing this.
yeah, absolutely.
What is the name of that? Did you give it a name?
No, it's just our barrel aged.
Okay. Just so I
Stout.
know.
Who does all the graphics and labeling?
Our good friend DJ. Josh grew up with the guy, and another one who's underutilizing his art background and experience, and he does our can labels and bottle labels.
He did the Stargazer. That's a nice one.
Yeah, that one was cool. Yeah, I'll just bring a whole cooler next time, and all the glasses and the dog bowls, and
At the end, it'd be like
the cereal.
Seven Sirens breakfast cereal. I want that. With like,
You got little Anchor marshmallows and stuff.
and you put salt water on it.
You're not
Salt-
getting royalties.
We use salt water as the
listen,
milk.
My idea.
Listen,
Disgusting.
you can just give me a box and we'll call it even. That's all.
Yeah. You'll be one of the sirens in the water.
Yeah, there you go. Just put my face to be like, that's an ugly woman. Yeah, that's
Just tell
right.
people it cures a hangover.
She killed less. That one killed less sailors than the rest.
They seem to steer away from
Yeah,
her.
that one didn't.
We
trip
gotta
'em.
we gotta have some real messed up like Captain Ass Crunch like mascot. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will be getting that. Yeah, like I said, my father-in-law is like, I just bring him beer all the time.
Do you have a
Like I said,
limited
all he does is
supply of
drink
it?
beer. He loves it.
Yeah. We only have a couple hundred bottles left of each. We have a couple different ones. There's an 11.8%. It was Razzle Dazzle that we made for Valentine's Day last year, which was an 11.8% chocolate raspberry imperial stout.
Yeah.
And then we threw that in a whiskey barrel
Yep.
with vanilla bean and coffee bean.
Where do you keep them, in the basement?
Yeah. Yep. And then went the overflows in the production area for now until we take the Metro PCS, knock the basement wall down, and make the whole basement barrel aging and other fun stuff.
Yeah, so it's not just the gift shop. You're going to take over the full basement.
Yeah, well, we already have the full basement, but we're not allowed to have alcohol down there since it's like a shared storage space.
Yeah.
It's a controlled substance, so it has to be a locked thing.
Yeah.
So once we have that, though, then we can have alcohol in the basement.
What are you going to do aesthetic-wise for the trailer? I just saw the trailer and I was like, that thing's so awesome. You going to wrap it, or what are you going to do?
So we are thinking about bringing it to like Mako, having them do like a satin black. We are thinking like old Sailor Jerry style and like red and white letters of like Seven Sirens beer trailer, cursive or some cool font of, festivals, birthdays, weddings, you name it, concerts, whatever. Book here, the beer that sings to you all over the place, and white, red, red underglow, like just.
So what are you going to do, is put a bar on the inside then? And then just run sixtels? Or?
Tap system?
There's ice chests already built into it.
Yeah, because what was it? It was a Coca-Cola?
Yeah, it was a 1977 Coca-Cola.
Where'd you find it? Marketplace?
My dad found it somewhere like 10, 15 years ago. He has a catering company.
You've had it?
In the family.
Yeah.
And shout out to Lehigh Sweets for donating the Coca-Cola beer trailer to our foundation.
Yeah.
And Rob is a good guy. And so he donated it because he always wanted to do something with it. He's catering and stuff, but never did. And one day it just kind of like we knew about it. We knew someday we wanted to do something with it, and then we're going to be doing a ton of offsite events next year, and we're like, time for the trailer.
So if you did Music Fest, you could essentially shut the bar down and move that trailer to where all the people are.
It's hard. There are large brands that sponsor those events that it's difficult to get into.
Well, what about that? The one. What's the event that goes on where they hate Music Fest and they run it a different
Is
time?
it Celtic Fest?
No,
No,
that's not ran by. It's not ran by anything.
That's at Match.
It's over by Match because they like get cut out of the area or something by the Ice House, so they run like
I remember
a
that.
different festival or something. I've never been to it.
We're gonna find our ways.
You guys are
around.
as far as I go. Yeah, I mean, there's a million other things you can do. I mean, even like you said, so that if we would like shut the block down here to do something, you'd be able to just pull that trailer up and we would have alcohol. Yeah. Or rent out a grove and do like a competitive softball event over the summer.
You name it.
Yeah.
Demolition derbies even.
I think that's where to start.
Listen, didn't they used to have demolition derbies down at the park? In the back
know.
there by the baseball? I think they did.
I don't know. I've only ever been to one. And I forget was that a grove or
Gotta
something?
bump
up
those
that
numbers
way?
up, guy.
No, I want to go back. I mean, it's
They're
literally
so
one of
much
the
fun.
first things we talked
They're
about
trying.
ever doing.
They're trying. No, they're doing more and more stuff every year now. They're trying to do more stuff around here. So,
I mean, like I said, we can within an hour we can go 2-3 different ones
Yeah.
throughout the summer.
The hill
each
climb's
venue.
awesome too. When you said that, that's one.
fun.
No one taps into that shit.
Not yet,
No.
and no one can beat me to it because I already signed up for it. You fucks.
Oh, so you already snagged it?
Hey,
Yeah.
What am I gonna spill all the
Well,
beans?
I don't know. I don't know anything
So,
about
little- I
it.
have no more beans to
what's your
spill,
bank
man.
account number? What's your bank?
I'm out of beans.
Where do you hide your money? Go.
What?
What else?
I've never been to a hill
The
climb.
100th listener will get George's Facebook password.
You never went to the hill climb?
I
It's
never
fun.
went to the hill climb. I don't know how they operate. Or
Dude,
anything
it's
like that.
fun.
A bunch of awesome people who come out with their families, and there's food vendors, art vendors, different merch vendors, and they literally see who
Yeah.
gets to the top of the hill
Dude,
with their
and
motorcycle.
When you first go there
pretty
too, you
cool.
look and
Yeah,
you're like,
it's amazing.
You're like, there's no fucking way they're
No.
getting up there. And then you watch,
Yeah.
you're like, holy shit! Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like going up like the side of a mountain. Like,
oh
it's
yeah,
like,
and it's like
some
and it's
cartoon.
soft as you get to the top. So they're going. It's so awesome.
It's like some cartoon shit. Like,
yeah,
it's
and
like
I told them I'd plug the event, and I told them because they're just looking to expand.
Yeah.
So, and it's a community. I think it's a community event, and you
Yeah.
know, the charity thing, and
It's
it's
awesome.
a bunch of bikers, and just it's
Yeah.
a great time.
Yeah.
I saw the opposite of hill climb. I went down a rabbit hole on YouTube down south. They
When they
take
fall down the
power
hill?
No, they take power wheels and they race down giant hills.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's
No,
just
did you-
hours of people just
Did you ever see?
eating shit.
Did
Just
you ever-
eating shit?
There's a video on Netflix. There's a competition in like Ireland, and they literally run
Oh,
down
yeah,
a
they
hill.
try and run down the hill.
And it's like if you
Oh, yeah.
stand up and there's a race, and I was like, how stupid are people?
It's
How
so
are you
Just
funny.
breaking your neck.
You see people eating shit like
dude.
bad. Yeah, they get really messed up.
This is how you become paralyzed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it was with the downhill stuff.
I've seen so many of this happen.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, but the payoff is totally worth it.
Like,
You
there's
get
a rock
you
right
get-
there.
Do you know what you get if you win?
Nothing.
You don't remember? Yes, you do.
What?
They roll
They got a
this.
4-leaf clover.
No.
Yeah, a cow.
No, no, it's better than that.
The
It's
pig
better
of the
than-
village. Like,
They have this special cheese that they made. That
Ooh,
they
fucking from
they
under
roll
cheese.
cheese down and they give you
your
the cheese
balls.
wheel.
from the sack.
Yeah, you get a cheese wheel.
I love it because like 300
What else
years
would you
ago,
want?
winning cheese was like the best thing. Like
yeah,
now,
like you can provide your family and sell to the
300 minutes
neighbors.
I still,
Exactly.
feel, if you- I
Best
still
thing.
feel like if you belong to a gun club, cheese is still a good big thing to
Yeah.
win.
Why not?
We sell cheese at the brewery.
What's his face? Is Ridge Runners or is that meat
Hell yeah.
sticks? Does he do cheese and meats?
Smoked cheeses, meat sticks, teriyaki, the jalapeno cheddars.
They're good.
They're phenomenal.
He dropped them off the first time I met him, and I was like, "Yo, you're not fucking around with these."
If you like them, we offer free shipping if you come in and pick it up.
Totally free, super fast lightning shipping.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Those meat sticks, they're good.
I really like this.
Thank you.
Yeah, have some-
I don't really fuck around with stuff like this either.
It's different. It's in its own kind of genre for sure.
This is
it's
after a
not
good
like this
meal.
fucking shower beer, this
Yeah.
4.2% nothing,
Yeah.
But we pride ourselves in making everything
Yeah.
in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want more?
Yes.
Every beer, a time for every beer. There,
Throw it
yeah.
in his face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. Time for vodka, time for whiskey, time
Here's,
for tequila.
Here's another bean I'm spilling. We're starting to do our own bombs. We have our
Bombs.
Our not as in like the January
Bomb,
6th
bomb, bomb,
kind,
bombs.
but like the Irish car bombs, but
Yeah.
like not like in Ireland.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Man,
You're not really selling this very well.
all right, so the drink, the thing with the dry stout on nitro that you put in a glass, and then you take the Baileys and Jameson, so on and so forth.
That's so crazy you brought that up. We just talked about when we used to do that all the time in our 20s to grow. And I think we might have done it. I don't remember much of Saturday.
We're we're doing those with our like coffee nitro stout and like Explorer's peanut butter whiskey and
Yeah.
like
make good stuff.
Gallows Hill chai specialty spirit. Like it's
I like
better.
Gallows
It's
Hill
good.
stuff. I had stuff.
Yeah.
there.
They're
Hoodies and
delicious.
stuff.
Yeah.
Are you doing those already, or is that something?
I did them already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I'd
like
like to
I
do
had
them
one. It was good enough for me to want. I was like, this is going on the menu, or just like for certain times or certain events, or because we have every demographic coming in. You know what I mean? Like we try to be in the community as much as possible. We have everyone is literally. Whenever you're hanging out, it's
I do appreciate when you do the reviews of your beers and you talk
Yeah, I
about
like
them.
that. I definitely
showed my
watch
father-in-law
those.
and he goes, he just drinks the whole beer. And I go, yeah. And he goes, he did. I go, he likes it. And he goes, but he talks about it. Like he's really descriptive, but he drinks the whole beer. And I go, yeah, I don't understand why you keep saying that.
I'm
But it's
thirsty.
awesome.
Yeah.
With the other
I'm
one,
just
you
gonna
guys do
sample
the
it at the end.
suggestion box. This suggestion box.
Let's load it up with stuff.
This is making my tongue nice.
Aaron may not be an official comedian, but he's funny and he does a good job. He's good at that.
Yeah, he's quick with it.
I think he's real talented.
Dude, I'm gonna stuff
and
that
he has
fucking
wit.
box with you need cereal made. And it is.
I'll make it. I will make it. Listen. I went to school for graphic design. I can design a cereal box, a Seven Sirens cereal box. I'll put.
That's a good summer tank.
Wasn't
man.
Captain Crunch? Wasn't their main things like? Weren't they like supposed to be barrels or something? Like the main little things, weren't they?
I think
treasure
so.
chests or
Yeah.
barrels?
Yeah, I don't know.
I was a big Captain Crunch person.
I mean, I love how the main ones were the regular crunch, and then the peanut butter crunch, and then someone at the
Berry?
yes, someone at the factory messed up and was like, "Oops, all berries, I guess," and then they
Yeah.
I love that, dude. It's funny because Cheez-Its did that too. They had, now we have extra burnt Cheez-Its. No, you just burn Cheez-Its and
Yeah,
you're trying
you
to
just
sell
fucked
them.
up. You're
Yeah.
trying to
Like
get rid of
just
the shop.
300
Some
pallets of
asshole.
them.
Some
And
asshole
then
made
you
one.
tried it and you're like, that's actually not bad.
Yeah.
You try this.
Try this new-
Someone hire someone $18 an hour to sit here and try these products.
Yeah, we'll just put extra salt on it and we're like, yo, check this out.
Try this new spoiled milk. It's like milk but aged longer.
It's so gross.
Bourbon barrels.
It's like scraping the film off the inside.
We've done almost as disgusting. We did a seltzer in a blueberry brandy barrel, which actually was delicious.
Really good.
Which was phenomenal.
Yeah, you guys got into the seltzers over summer?
Yeah,
And we're
trying.
just you wait.
We're adding 20% more bubbles.
Oh, my. You heard
More
it-
bubbles
You
than
heard it here first.
He knows how to sell the shit. See? There he is. Yo, that guy's seltzer down the street sucks. We got 20% more bubbles.
So also we're
right.
not trying to give away the recipe, so it's just more bubbles.
That's right.
Can you guys
Edit
cut
that out. Just
Hold on, we
more,
talked too much about the bubbles.
We'll get rid
more
of that
bubbles.
in post. We'll get rid of that in post.
That's funny.
We'll have no more beans, man.
No more beans are spilled. No. Spill beans. Ooh, that's a bean ale. How about that? In a bean barrel.
Have you made shit that it didn't work and you guys didn't use it?
One batch we dumped.
What was it?
Yeah, it was literally
Shingles IPA.
bean barrel aged. Don't you fucking try me.
I hit my face. That was funny as fuck.
No, it was just literally our first batch. It was like we were literally going to do like a cream ale or just like a 4-ingredient thing just to like, what are we doing here? Like,
Yeah.
what button turns this on? Like, the first time we threw ingredients in it and it just was not good and not right. And down the drain she went.
Yeah.
And we said a little prayer,
Yeah. As per usual.
And everything's been pretty straight since.
Yeah, and there are ones that like don't turn out how we want them to or how we expect them to, but we'll never put something on tap that like we wouldn't drink.
Yeah.
Like, and if it's not selling, I'm drinking it. Like,
We do that with the bagels now. Like if the dough's weird, we just get rid of it or figure out something else to do with it.
I force myself to drink it just so every time I don't like it as much as I should or don't like it, it's reiterating what the directions we need to go. It's like I'm doing this again. Like I said, there's not like, and like, there's only one that's gone down the drain. The rest are just like, all right, less of this next time, and the next time you make it, it's like
Better.
getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you do it again. It's like getting even closer.
Yeah.
So but yeah, we are like done. We are now like devoting taps to certain styles so that we're going to be rebrewing things, so we'll be more consistent and have more styles and brands that you'll recognize over and over. Stargazer is one of our first ones that we're going to consistently have on tap forever now.
Like a flagship
Yep.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Yep, and we were always working towards 7 flagships. Josh and I, we brewed 7 flagship beers that were singing to us to, do this whole project. And so we're working towards that, but we're going to do like categories of hazies and sours and ciders and seltzers and, light beers and dark and 2 nitros and a seasonal and an experimental and a blah, blah, blah. We have 23 taps.
Yeah.
And they're going to be devoted to those categories. So we'll be able to improve those categories over and over.
Yeah. from just like kind of trying to relate with doing the bagels, it's crazy how much it's like never done.
No.
Like you're just constantly like we've been working on that bagel from almost 2 years now, and like we probably got it to a point where like we're comfortable selling it, but like remembering what it was like when we first made it with just regular flour in the cabinet, and then being like, well, this doesn't taste like a New York City or Jersey bagel, and then going after that flavor and then researching and then being like, all right, we need better ingredients. Very Papa John's. We follow his motto.
It worked.
Yeah, so
Apparently, it worked for him.
like when
garlic butter
for a little while at least.
But it's crazy because then
Yeah, I
you
think it's
that
not
would be
there
a great
anymore.
idea.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. But then it's like now it's like where I can go somewhere and have a bagel and be like, they use cheap flour, or like, all right, well this is what's wrong with it, or But it's like, I don't know. It's got to be crazy for you guys to have pushed it from just an idea to now where you guys got an Airbnb and you're taking over, you haven't slowed down and you're just swallowing that whole building. It's got to be fucking surreal sometimes driving home to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, it is all the time. When we're having our shift beers and we're all, double checking each other's work and, going around the brewery, making sure the toilet paper's stocked and there's not a single popcorn kernel anywhere. You know what I mean? Because, cleanliness and, like we take everything like quality in beer is sanitation and consistency. So like we spend a lot of time at the end of the night going through that, and it's just like walking around and remembering like, what are we even, like, this is crazy.
Yeah, the big job is making sure that floor, because when you go to a place and you see the floor is clean, you're like, I can pretty much assume everything else is as well.
Bathrooms and the floor.
Bathrooms are a dead giveaway. Even for restaurants, you go to a restaurant, and the bathroom's filthy. The kitchen's probably filthy.
No one
too.
here gives a shit.
Yeah.
So
I learned that going to Philly.
Yeah, I love not having to go to Philly after January 3rd.
Yeah, I remember we went on South Street and we sat down and we ordered appetizers, and I went to take a piss, and it was right when I first started cooking, so I kind of like correlated that where I was like, so then I remember going back to the table and I was like, hey, we're not eating here, and like canceled the order, and they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, no, like just, then they went to the bathroom. We're like, yeah, okay, let's get out of here. But that was like, that I pay attention to that. There's like things you pay attention to when you pay attention to that kind of stuff, going in places, be like, okay, yeah, this is a shithole. Let's just get a beer and leave.
Yeah.
Or places that you don't drink out of pint glasses.
Oh yeah, let me get a bottle.
Yeah. Love a bottle. Love a bottle.
Yeah. Can you go
Those
through
are
through eBay?
some of my favorite bars to hang out in.
Oh,
you just can only drink
this
bottles.
this is not shitting on dive bars.
No, I love them.
Love
the
They're
dive
the
bars.
best.
Yeah.
They
And
have their place in the circle of life.
and they it's something that we might be dabbling in the future.
Bottles?
Dive bars.
Oh.
When I lived in New York, we used to drive around.
We're gonna take our current concept, but we're gonna do the same thing and not clean.
Yeah, he's like, look, we're going to
That's the whole new
product.
difference.
Yeah, we're everywhere.
We won't even have running water.
Fucking trash.
Always Santa sack on tap.
Light or dark.
There's gonna be a bee's nest inside the window.
Now, when I lived in New York, that was like our thing. We used to drive around and be like, talk to local people, like, where's the local dive bars?
Yeah.
Like, where do you go?
Yep.
And you find just random, you walk down 3 steps and it's in like a cellarette kind of thing. And it's like,
Oh yeah.
I don't even know you guys are allowed to sell the shit here.
Yeah.
Like, I love those places.
Always good conversations.
Dude, it's
always
crazy.
good times.
Oh, go in there and
Yeah.
they're like, I can't believe you go there. I was like, dude, it's awesome.
It's the best people.
Yeah.
It's insane. There was a bar in Chicago that my uncle once wrestled a bear in, and
Wait, what?
Wait, for real?
yeah,
Tell that story.
yeah. No, my uncle Dick Craig, he has a TV station in New Jersey, and called Not Just Rock and Roll. And back in the day, he used to be a drummer, and some of the bands he played with, like Kiss, opened for his band.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he's got all the original posters from the concerts that he did it. And so for promotion for a show,
Listen,
he was like at a carnival, and there was this fucking bear doing all the bear tricks before that was not.
Was it declawed?
Yeah. So he was like talking to the bear stress or whatever you call them, the bear whisperer, and he's
Handler?
like, "Yo, so yeah, there you go."
The bear stress was better.
So yeah, no, my great grandfather trapped a
dope.
bear. Okay, he made a cage and trapped it, and he had a bear. And neighbors used to call the cops on him all the time. And they said to this day, I was like, you guys are just fucking around.
Somebody
They're like,
did
no,
that,
legitimately, he had a bear.
Yo, you just all
and he would
related
go
to
out.
Davy Crockett. That's what this sounds like.
No, I sort of found out more and more about my great grandfather because nobody said shit. So I found out he was like
Don't talk
a
about the
full-edged
bear man.
No, he was a bootlegger.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
No, he
Rest
was
in
he
peace,
was
bear
a
man.
bootlegger. So no one talked about what he did. But then they started sending me pictures, and I was like he was in the military. And I go, what rank is that? And he goes, oh, that's not his. He beat some dude up and took his fucking uniform and got his picture taken in a rank higher than what he was supposed to. And I go, why? And he goes, I don't know.
Just cause.
That
Yeah.
is so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
No, my grandmother's like, he used to beat everybody up. And then he goes, when he used to like make booze, he would store it across the street from the police station in Easton because he goes, they're not going to look for it there.
And he's
so all of
damn
his trucks,
100% right. 100% right.
yeah, all his trucks were, he had underground fucking pipes, so he'd just drop it down and fill up. Like he was into it.
We during
should do that.
during construction of the brewery, we struck
Here.
a tunnel under the brewery that the city had no documents of.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
They're like, "Where's this tunnel going?" I'm like, "Who cares? Cover it up."
Yeah, don't tell him. We might need that later.
There's tunnels that run through Nazareth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to use for the Underground Railroad. All through Nazareth, you can follow it all the way around.
Yeah, they were
It's actually
under the
how I
bank.
get
and-
around.
We're also selling beer legally out the back.
No, you have to say allegedly, not in case it's just
Allegedly.
It's totally legal. and
It's totally
everything.
alleged.
yeah.
So did he beat the bear? Did he beat the bear?
I'm pretty sure he just got butt fucked by the thing.
I
Oh my
picture-
God.
I
That's
picture
called
it
the
at
Rev. Is that the
yeah.
Revenant? That's the movie.
It's called
The
A Good
Revenant.
Time.
I don't watch those kind of movies.
Oh, that's what
No, he
Leonardo
gets
won his
fucked
Oscar
up.
for.
Yeah,
it.
that's a great fucking
no, so
movie.
yeah,
yeah.
so there's this bar in Chicago, and I guess they was promoting for one of his shows. Wrestled this bear.
That's so right.
Who do you think we could get to do that before the demolition
Do you have-
derby?
Do you have photos of this? I gotta see this.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta
Oh
see
yeah. I mean,
look.
let me Google it.
Give it a go.
This. No.
Yeah, look, here's my grandfather. Look,
Seriously.
he even took it. He has a cigar in his hand. And my grandmother's like, I don't think you're supposed to take military
Yo.
photos with a cigar.
And he got a camera. You know how hard it was to get a camera back then? Oh my
No,
god.
somebody did.
Is that a painting?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they had one of those fancy black and white paintings.
Hold on, let me stay for 6 hours real quick.
Yeah, dude, he was such a. Yeah, look at this
Got
picture.
Wi-Fi down here.
Jeez.
And they go,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, he was a bootlegger.
Oh,
I go,
never
yeah, he
again
was.
Studio 5G.
He looks like a fucking mobster.
Who he is a mobster.
Well, allegedly. Allegedly.
He
Supposedly.
actually is one.
Supposedly.
Hey, beats up all these people. Sounds right.
Well, no, my
And
grandmother. She
then-
goes because after she got later on in life, she started telling me stories, and she goes, "Yeah, I
love
remember going to Catholic school. We
Did
walked
it
in."
share it?
She goes, "Some guy came up to us and goes, you Catholic girls got to take a different route or something." So she went
Never
home and
again,
told her
Studio
dad.
5G.
And he goes, "Which house was it?" And he goes, my dad drove me to the guy's house. He walked in, and he goes, 5 minutes later, he was flying out the door, and he goes, and he never talked to us again. And I go, so he just beat people up? And he goes, yeah, because no one would arrest him. He was just, he got away with it. He made booze.
Yeah, back in the day, that's how it worked.
Good old times.
Was your grandfather Shia LaBeouf?
Nope. He's
Wish mine was.
he's
Didn't he get his pussy stomped in that movie at one point?
Well, my dad was in Transformers and he sucked in it, so
yeah.
he ruined the movie.
I love Shia.
Do you remember that he tried? They,
Even
I
Stevens.
don't hate
Shout
it.
out to
I
Even
don't hate
Stevens.
it.
do you remember he tried to hide that flag like state in different states, and people made
failed.
it a mission to find
Failed
it.
every time.
Yeah, and they just found it. And they're listening for planes flying over. They got their
Oh,
fucking
yeah, they're like
routes.
looking at this pattern of the stars
Yeah,
and shit.
that-
Like, and literally,
found it.
like, found your flag, dude,
Yeah,
guy.
it's like, knock it off. Yeah. Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah. And you did that promo. That was a good solid promo. We should put that back out.
I just saw that the other day.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of stuff from back in the day. Everything is getting flagged now because before they had licensed music, I would just rip music on these promos and then I would lie and say that I had allegedly I would say that I had the rights to the music, and then now it's all finally like years later they're like, hey, no you don't.
Ugh.
But I would just be like, yeah, I do, and they'd be like, sign it, and I just put okay, and I wouldn't ever sign it really because that'll hold up in court. Is that him fighting the
Wait,
bear?
is he
Yeah.
Why
behind
don't you put that on a can of beer?
Dude, that is so
Yeah, why not?
Bear wrestler.
Yeah, just
No.
put Bear Man.
Yeah, Bear Man. Or yeah.
He is getting fucked by the bear.
He's laughing in it though.
Yeah.
He's legit laughing in it.
So what did he do? He fought the bear and then played a set?
Yeah, promoted the show, got a bunch of people out there like, this guy's a fucking lunatic.
Do you think we can get somebody to do that? Do you think
I
we
can make
get
some
away?
phone calls.
Do you think we can get away with the bear thing?
So we wanted to do like a Halloween like over 21 experience with like suspension shows and sword swallowing and like
They
all
did
sorts
that-
of crazy
they
shit.
did that
That's
at
where
a
I find
tattoo
my
place.
new girlfriend. is where we are.
My
They did
my
that-
next
Purple hair, and I
miserable
hate my
mistake.
father.
They did that. They did that at the tattoo shop.
I could
Yeah.
fix you.
Next to
Come
me.
out this way.
They had the blowing fire, the fireball
Yeah.
things, and then they did people suspended from the ceiling, and they're like,
It'd be cool
Yeah.
to bring back a freak
Also-
show. They haven't done that in a while.
And you can find them as close as Lehighton.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, there's companies that do them. You can, they'll come in and set the whole thing up,
From
Wait,
Lehighton.
do you mean like there's a show or just Lee Heighton in
there's
general?
there's
like a promoter.
there's
Like
an
a promoter,
act.
yeah.
There's a
Okay.
group of
So are you going to do this, or it got canceled, or what? What are your
it's,
thoughts?
it's you throw it in the blender.
Yeah.
You know, every once in a while, like the beer trailer. You know what I mean? Like it's a card in the deck. Someday when we're doing something and it fits into play, that's when we're gonna try it out.
There's so much you can do with that
And
trailer.
we're doing so much already.
Yeah.
Like we can't get in front of people's faces so much.
Yeah.
Like you can't just every single day. We have an event this day. And we have this going on. We have this. It's just like
It's
and
too
it's
much.
fucking exhausting.
Yeah. For you guys. And then it'll ruin it, and then you'll just be like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
we're not
like,
doing
at what point
anything.
can you just come here
to
and
our
have
bar.
beer?
We're not listening to music tonight. We're just
Also-
sitting in silence.
Well, I
all
think
right?
I think what happens too is
Everyone
you do
face your chair to
you
the
do
wall.
too much.
Getting
People are like, well, I'll catch the
CBD
next
beers. No
one.
more
Yeah.
And then it
stress.
turns into the
Or
next one,
something
and then the
else.
next one, and
Or-
then
yeah.
yeah.
You know, and like tonight, like we had like nothing going on, and we were just like packed, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we can just be a place,
Be a bar.
yeah, like
Are the kids starting to come back around when colleges being back and shit?
They're
Yeah,
trickling
they
back
hang out,
out.
yeah.
We've done a couple
Yeah.
private
Oh, I
college
saw
events.
that.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That was. I felt old seeing those children.
Yeah, you
because they were
should.
children.
You should.
I was like, wow,
You
those
are.
kids are
You should.
fucking children.
Yeah, they sure are great.
Yeah. What do they do with those? They just dance. They dress up and
No,
dance
they
and
have,
dance.
Yeah, they have a whole party. We get like food.
Do they have
and
a
it's
DJ,
open
or do you
bar.
have to set it up?
It's and this is any event. We can do open
Yeah.
bar, band. We can cater it. You can have anything from chicken fingers to
Yeah, I actually want to get
filet
into
mignon.
this a
like,
second. So,
yeah, we can
how
do
do you
whatever
set
we
all
want.
it up? So, like for Friday, so Honest Trav's Christmas party's coming. So, how is that set up?
Like how did that come about? kind
No,
of
like,
thing?
do they contact you, and then do you go over like, hey, do you want us to handle the food and everything, or are you just handling this, or
So
what
that
do they,
was
do
that
they
was
pay
just like
less or more if you have to handle shit, or how's it work?
so they're just paying to be there.
So they're renting the space for the evening, and
Yeah.
then you can, if they're like, hey, we would like you to have food,
Yeah.
and then you're like, hey, we should do food. All right, cool. And then there's just a flat rate that shuts it down for the hour or the whole night.
I mean, so on a Friday, Saturday night, it's a very high number.
yeah.
You know, we're super busy every Friday and Saturday, and it was just a number that like, all right, well, we're willing to shut down for a Friday night for this.
Because this is what we would have come close to making on booze.
Yeah, it's quadruple what we would do on a Friday night, and it's just like, all right, we'll figure it out. We'll put it on our calendar 2 months in advance. Put the sign on the door that says, on this date we will be closed. Everyone who walks with like, you can only do so much. People are still going to show up.
Absolutely. Are still going to be, dude.
What the heck? What
the fuck, man?
Fucking, I drove here from Canada.
Yeah, I only have off one day.
I just
You have a loyal following.
I just came across the southern border.
I wrestled a bear to get here.
I got butt fucked by a bear to be here.
People promised you had
whoever's
sack
listening
on
to this,
tap.
whoever's listening to this, please give me a 1-star review that says she got turned away after getting butt fucked by a bear to get there.
Who was the dog lady?
I will give you
Never
a
coming
free Mug Club membership. Only to the first one. I don't need
Yeah.
a bunch of 1-star reviews.
Oh, exactly. Actually, I like this.
Actually, I revoke this. This idea is no longer valid.
It's off the table. We're not doing this.
Nope, never mind. That was stupid. I made a mistake.
Hey,
Yeah, we'll clean that up in post, right, Jesse?
you came back from it.
Fucking leave it.
You came back from it. You're
Well,
okay.
look, I'll be the first one to say, you know what?
okay.
Upon further consideration.
yeah.
no 1-star reviews.
Yeah.
So if anyone's looking to rent out the place, it's just kind of
Yeah.
setting it up, and then you just got to pay.
So it's different because if you wanna come with 50 people and you don't want to pay to rent the space, I'll say, all right, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, show up anytime.
yeah.
anytime. Let me know. I'll usually take a small deposit that'll go towards the tab that I'll make sure goes towards a bartender if they never show up. And that's that.
Because you have a big enough spot that
it's huge.
You can have them on one side of the room.
We did that today.
Yeah.
We had a group of 50 people at the whole front, and with the front, we still have room for another 100, 200 people.
Yeah.
And like, it's crazy because on a Tuesday night, you go in there, like a normal, it's like, oh, it looks empty. I'm like, there's 100 people in here, though. Like,
Yeah,
they're
I think I'm just
out.
always used to being by the bar, but because I'm never over by the door.
And we just got brand new chairs for along the beer pit.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet.
And I forgot how big that space is with the basement when you put up the fucking tree. And I was like, oh, they have the
It's a
basement.
15-foot tree we just
That's a big
threw right
fucking
in the
tree.
middle of the building.
Josh, I'll tell you what, Josh did a banging job on that tree.
He does every year.
Yo, Josh is good at what he does.
That's the once a year thing that he
Yeah,
does that
really.
he hates. That reminds him of why he's so glad he brews beer now. Because he used to do that with his family's company his whole life.
Yeah.
Landscaping, and then during the winter, snow
Lights.
removal, and they did lights in the parkway.
Design.
They did Lehigh Valley Zoo. They did all the decorations in all the malls, like all the huge displays and everything. And he's just like, I don't do any of that anymore. And he's just, I just brew beer.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
it's amazing. Yeah. So he's living the dream, I hope. Josh, I love you.
Yeah.
You would tell me if you had a problem. Like, we're boys. We're boys.
Holy shit.
Top
Yeah, we're over an hour.
Yeah, but that's
Already?
not really.
Yeah. We can wrap up or whatever you want to do.
Make sure you got.
What do you even open? I didn't even open my
Did we
second
go over the
beer.
comedy show yet? Did we talk about that for this Sunday?
No.
Okay.
Go for it.
So the day after Christmas, we're having my 13th annual Christmas comedy show at Seven Sirens from 7 to 9. Adam Yenser from the Ellen DeGeneres Show will be there. Got Jason Simpson, a bunch of local dudes, Chris Freed from Fox News, Greg Gutfeld stopping by, a bunch of Tyler Rothrock, but I'll go up for a little bit. Just a bunch of. It's a banging time. It's like one of the most fun comedy shows because it's always been the day after Christmas, December 26th. Everybody's home and just chilling, and everyone's in a good mood, and it's just it's the best atmosphere you could ever. That's
You
why
guys are welcome to join us.
Yeah, come on.
I've been
by.
so busy, I forgot that like there's those little days
Where,
if
like,
you
no one's working.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if you like to go like to get fucked up and go out, there's
Yeah.
always the like Christmas when like you're done with family bullshit, you can always find the one bar to go out, and like that's one of the best times to get fucked up.
Yes.
Because everyone's in a good mood. There's no one starting fights
Responsibly,
on Christmas.
obviously, like when
Yeah.
no one's getting fucked up.
I didn't get a
at our
Super
place.
Soaker 50, and it just starts
Put my
swinging.
Sega CD. You
We abide by
cocksucker.
all Pennsylvania liquor laws and
Yeah.
ordinances.
And then what's that? You said the day after?
Yeah, it's always the 26th.
Yeah, and there's really nothing ever really going on with that either.
Yeah, you just come out and have fun. We're gonna have a food truck.
Yeah, it's dope. It's gonna be chill.
What is it again?
The Naughty List Christmas comedy show at Seven Sirens, December 26th, 7 to 9 p.m.
Yeah.
We got the whole space.
Yeah, we'll come out for that. I'm like taking off for the first time ever.
Nice.
Like I've just
Do
been
it.
crazy. Like I booked a pop up Thanksgiving Eve, and then I booked another pop up on Black Friday, and then on Thanksgiving I was like, hey, you're gonna burn out. And I was like, I literally stopped and I was like, what do we do? And I'm like, I'm gonna do a Christmas shutdown, like when I used to work at Martin Guitar, and I was like 17th and the 27th, which will probably drag into the new year. And I was like, I'm just off. And then with December, like I'm definitely doing the podcast differently. I'm only doing once a week, and then with booking it, because I said I booked 2 every week, and then I'll already be like 2-3 months ahead. And I said to him, I go, when have we ever fucking been ahead ever?
And you have to take time off. You like,
Yeah.
it is so
Yeah,
so
I need
important.
to think to like what we're gonna do with the new studio and stuff we want to do for like branch off shows and like just like even like designing it and figuring out like how we're gonna have it set up, and is his station gonna be in the middle so it can go out to each of all the fucking studios? Like,
So when you
it's a
take these
lot.
breaks, you're never not working.
No.
So like you're gonna
Yeah.
go somewhere and you're gonna see something. You're gonna be like, that's the answer to that question that I've
Yes.
not been able to sleep over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just like and you just like get so like writer's block.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You gotta step away.
And you're just like all you see it is from one dimension. You just like change your scenery.
Well, that's what I said to him. I was like, dude, I said I'm just tired of doing interviews.
Oh my!
We used to do shows with just me and him and all this other shit, and it's like to keep up with the pace. It's like I just had to rip these solo ones, and it's like now it's like, dude, I'm tired of doing that. It's fucking the same thing over and over and over and over. And then I was like, you know what? All of December we're just gonna do group shows, and he was like, hell yeah. He's like, I'm into all of them. So next week we're doing another one with fucking Bill and them, and then the last week we're gonna do the hot dog show that we used to do all the time, and then it's just like get back to basics. You got to go back to where you started at some point.
That's what got you where you are.
Yeah, because I even said to him, I'm like, I want to just rip some ones where it's just me and him. Those were fun too.
Yeah.
They were just fuck off. They would fucking argue over The Rock and Vin Diesel for fucking an hour and 15 minutes.
We have shit to talk. I watched that.
They're
Chris
about
Hart
to
show.
make up. If they make up,
They're
the
not.
feud is
I
finally
don't think they
over.
are.
Let's show up to work, Rock.
No, that Chris Hart thing you said, that's good. That
Yeah,
show, I
that's
finally
Chris
finished
Hart
it.
show on Netflix.
Or Kevin
Shit's-
Hart. Hart. Yeah.
yeah.
Yo, it's
Fucked
good.
up.
It's really fucking good. It's not like funny.
The comedy one?
No, it's like
No, not the
super
comedy
dark.
one, but like he's a comedian or something.
He plays the part of a comedian, but
Yeah.
it's
Murdered.
I
dark.
saw that. It was
Yeah.
like
Dude, it's
reminded
dark.
me of the 50. What was the 50 Cent one? Power.
The 50
I never
was-
got into
was-
Power. A lot
I
of
never
people
saw it,
talked
but
about
wasn't it
Power.
like? And he like, I didn't get into it, but it was like I got the same vibe. I'm like,
But this
I
was
don't know
like
if I wanna watch that.
this was literally just really dark. Like he's a
Yeah, it went
comedian, but it
super
goes,
left
but
at
it's
the end
like
of the fucking
murder
first
and shit.
episode.
And him, yeah, it's good. I was like, I don't want like some stupid.
I wasn't
fucking-
gonna watch it, and then at the end of the first episode, it just went that way, and I was like, "Oh, this is a fucked up show. I'm in."
Yeah, he's
I thought it was gonna be like a
Ooh.
kids thing, and I'm a comedian, but I'm nice to my family, and
Yeah.
I don't fucking care. And then at
Like
the end
Terry
of it,
Fader. I saw Terry. Oh,
Yeah, it was good.
do you still go see a lot of comedy and shit?
yeah. So I also work at the casino sometimes. So I work at the event center. I just bartend.
Yeah. Which part do you bartend in?
Wind Creek at the event center down there. So I get to watch the concerts and stuff, and I get to see a lot of the people
Oh
that
yeah,
come in.
the fucking middle bar over by where the events are and shit. Are they back to full swing?
Yeah, we're back
Yeah.
to it. Yeah, it's going okay.
So like
And then the other-
dividers up, or is it like okay?
No, it's fine. They're cool. They're
Yeah.
fine. They're cool.
Just pens.
Yeah, just exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
No, they're. No, everyone,
I gotta
I'll
wear
be honest
gas
with you.
masks.
My owners are cool. They're two. My owners
gas
are down.
Yeah,
My owners aren't. My owners aren't like those like crazy corporate left. It's like, oh my god, you don't come close to me, and you know.
Do you help book anything there?
No, that's too big. We get like Bill Burr. We get like
Yeah.
we get the big ones. We get Brian.
Who does
Regan.
all that over there?
One of the
Yeah.
I don't.
No, they started like. What sucks
They're
is
doing
right before the
concerts and stuff.
pandemic, they were
Yeah.
like pulling all comics I enjoyed. I was hoping Mark Norman would come over.
Burt Kreischer's going to be on to the 30th.
Yeah,
coming by.
I saw I saw him because they did Burt Kreischer, then they did Tom Segura,
Yeah.
and then Hannibal Buress. I saw there. They brought like because they were doing other stuff there, but then in my opinion, what like Opie and Anthony, like my style comics, they started really
Yeah.
bringing in like the heavy hitters that I like, and I was like, cool comedy shows. And then they're like, "No, you can't come here anymore, bro." But whatever. I'm glad that there's like comics coming back to the area and shit.
Yeah, it's good, man.
We had a bunch of comics from Philly and New York at the brewery throughout the pandemic.
Yeah.
Every comedy show we did was sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because all these comics are like,
I still have
this
to
is
keep
my gig.
fresh. Yeah, you
this
gotta-
is my gig, and I need to continue. If I have opportunity to be in front of more people
Yeah.
and take more market share. Like you have to go, you have to do it. And they were coming out, and they were happy to come out and and try new material and all the stuff.
I'll say this too: the room at Seven Sirens, like from a person who's been booking comedy for 13 years, it is like a perfect room. Like it is it is probably one of the best rooms for comedy in the area.
You do
Like,
it
when
over
it's
by
set
the
up.
bar, correct?
Yeah.
Over by
Yeah.
the stage, so you can
Yeah.
sit at the bar and watch, but there's tables in the middle and there's comfortable chairs. So it's like, and the sound for comedy is perfect. Like it's warm. The ceilings are high, but they're not too high.
It's erotic,
Yeah,
erotically high.
no, it's all it's so
Suspension
many.
high.
There are so many weird little factors that go in, like stuff. People are like, oh, it's not a comedy show. You can't just have a comedy show. Like you have to have the space for
No,
it.
it's just like going to see a regular show, a regular band. Because remember when the
have a
casino
fog
first
machine?
opened, It sucked.
Oh,
the
yeah.
audio was horrible,
Dude, it was-
And then they came in, and then
We
they
have an
fixed it.
extensive
Dude.
light show.
It was bad for
Yeah, remember
bro.
it was just fucking bad. So they came in, and I remember going. I went to see comedy over at Polka Nuts up in the thing.
Oh yeah, the polka
And it was
nuts.
fucking awkward. I mean, it was cool. I saw Jimmy Norton there, and I was literally at the stage.
Yeah, it's a tight.
Oh,
room.
I went there with Vic. I told you that story.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
terrible. The guy was
He's my
just
favorite
blacked out and
comedian.
started yelling
He was
at the
He
comedian
was
from the
just
front
talking
row.
so loud, and the show was going on. And Jim Norton, like, I was like, all I want to go see him live. And he bends down and he just goes, "Hey, your friend's a fucking asshole." And I was like, oh no. I felt like my face got hot. I'm like, I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'm not having fun anymore. And then he left and he went and got a picture with him. And I was like, boy, that was fun. No, it wasn't. It was not fun for me at all. Like, I was in the front, looked like an asshole.
Dude.
Yeah, that was bad. But that place sucks for just the way it's laid out. The guy's super nice, but it sucks for comedy.
Is that
weird.
Pocono Brewing?
Yeah.
I did a show there one time.
It's not good.
Well, the whole thing is the whole room is half an assembly stage, like
Yes.
for like 500 kids.
The owner was
liked
super
it.
cool.
I liked their food. I liked their
Yeah.
beer.
No, I like the beer.
Management's awesome.
fair
there.
enough. No, fair enough. But this is
The
before.
servers were great.
Fair enough.
No, I know.
It
I
was
can.
a 5-star.
Fair enough.
No, I can tell you. I met the owner. The owner
This
was
was
super
10
cool.
years ago. This was 10 years
Yeah.
ago, though.
No,
so
it
this
was a while ago.
This
I
is
need
a long
another
time.
beer.
ago.
No, I met the owner. The beer is good.
want me to
it's
grab you
nice.
one?
But yeah.
What do you want?
I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
One of
I
these.
might pee. Who knows?
Amon Chucky.
We're gonna
Let me
record you as
open
you
my
walk
mouth.
away.
No, to be fair to those owners, that was not you on your watch. That was
They're
someone
definitely
else.
not
That was
listening.
somebody
No,
else.
when I went, like I said, they were super nice there, and everyone was great there. But it was not set up for comedy, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't. It wasn't. It was awkward. Like, I was way too close, and it was like I'm like shoe level. It was weird. Yeah, it was.
It's like, don't do drugs, and then a whole bunch of kids.
yeah.
I'm trying to think what other shows used to be
from a
around
kid.
here for comedy stuff.
Yeah, man,
There wasn't really that many.
Yeah.
What about the?
So I used to do
What about the Jetport? Did they ever have? Remember that? My parents would be like, "We're going to the Jetport." I was like, "Whoa, big night out."
I'll take the Montucky thing.
Yeah, you said what that was, and I didn't understand what you meant. You put snacks, and I was like, "What are you fucking talking
Cold
about?"
snacks, they call it. Montucky cold snacks.
No, I used to work at the Jetport, bro. That place
Yeah.
was such
Yeah, dude.
oh my gosh, dude.
I was little. I remember, like I said, I remember them talking about it.
Dude, the Jetport. Teddy was a thank you, buddy. I know. I'm so bad.
You're on camera. One more.
There we go. I'll take that. That's perfect.
I'm trying to think of who else I saw comedy wise in the area. The Sands started picking it up, and I started going there. I went to.
Yeah, what's the
We
dude?
used to travel all the time. We saw Louis C.K. in New York.
What's
we saw,
the big yellow one's the son? Who's that guy? Remember that guy? He was always on O&A all the time.
Oh,
God, he doesn't swear.
Brian Regan?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, Brian
Yeah, big
Regan.
yellow one's the son. I saw him at the casino.
I just worked that show.
Yeah, that was
He was
good.
good. He's a good cat.
Yeah, he's
so you
funny.
get to watch the stand up when you work those?
Yeah, I'll peek my head in.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'll peek my head in and watch some shows.
I'm going to see Aaron Lewis there. What,
He's
February
coming
now?
back.
Yeah, one of his band members tested positive, so they postponed it to February.
AIDS.
February, no.
for freedom.
Too much
for
goddamn.
free.
Yeah, they tested him. Too
what he
many.
gets for wrestling
too many
bears.
goddamn bald eagles they had us set up.
You said that you would buy me a ticket to take me to the
I know.
next
I didn't
show.
pay for this one, so I.
Now,
What is-
every
what does
time
he
you say
sing?
that,
What does he sing,
Heather
Aaron Lewis?
buys you a ticket every goddamn time.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna reach out to her. Take your fucking.
No,
ticket.
he just did he just did that one. I'm the only one. That new song was out. Am I the only one? It's really political, so it shot up the charts, and all news. We were like, he's really disgusting. No, not really. Yeah, no, I love Aaron Lewis. I've seen him probably fucking 6 times, I think.
So
Theo
he's good.
Vaughn.
Okay.
Theo Vaughn, I saw there.
Okay.
He was all right.
Oh, he was a comedian. Yeah, that's right. I forgot Theo. I haven't seen him in forever. We had John Mulaney. John Mulaney was good.
Did
Yeah,
you used to
that's
go into the city to do stand up and stuff?
No, I never used. I mean,
Just stay super local?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have the. It sucks. Like driving up there is like it's a pain in the butt, and just to go to the bars and it
Do
costs
open
money.
mic and then drive
Yeah.
all the way the fuck back.
Yeah.
Yeah, for nothing.
Yeah.
to spend $15 on a beer.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you don't really make any money by the time you pay off all your
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
If I lived there, I'd do it. But I'm always one of those people like if you have to make your own opportunities with things like that. Like there's no shows, you got to make one at that point. Yeah, it
Yeah.
sucks. It works. That's why I did the comedy show, the Christmas show, and it's been going this long. You know, because I was like, man, well, might as well make one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the
That's
people
how
are
we
here. The
were
people
with
want to see
everything.
something.
Yeah.
So we'll see what's the worst that happens.
Exactly.
We drink together and laugh.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, worst case scenario.
That's how I always looked at doing
Yeah.
stuff, especially in this town. It's like, all right, well, there's a need for it, there's a want for it, and why should I go do it somewhere else when I can just start it here? And then the people that are friends with me that support me don't have to go to the fucking city to see shit that we're
Yep.
putting on. And then the next thing you know, you're creating a scene and a vibe, and then you're helping out other like-minded people like
Exactly.
yourself to get into doing comedy that wouldn't ever drive to those fucking places to do it.
And that's literally my business model.
Yeah, I mean, it's what we plan on doing with food and everything in town. There's
Yeah.
literally nothing to do in this town at all. There's pizza shops
And
and,
bars.
and salons,
Bars.
townhouse. Well, that's what's funny when you're talking about the dive bars. Like, there's bars in Philly that try and recreate. Well, we went there last time. What that place looks like down the street. Like, that place doesn't change.
We didn't go there. That was during the shutdown.
Oh yeah, we had the knock on the back.
They-
It was a private party.
No, they were
It
closed.
was a private party.
They're
Yeah,
not
that's
Seven
right.
Sirens. Only Seven Sirens was open.
Yeah, I forgot.
Not them.
They were like, yeah, they had to put a private party sign on the door.
Allegedly.
How fucking weird is that?
Yeah, or private. It was definitely a private. I saw privates.
Oh yeah, Sacks, Santa Sacks.
Santa Sack was present.
I texted you that beer name, by the way, so you have it. Bear or something. I like that. I'm really gonna do this. I'm really gonna now. See, this is the thing about my problem. Is
Why don't
like,
you just call it Bear Dancer and then make it look like he's dancing with a bear?
Like pole dancing on the bear?
Well, I don't go that way.
why can't it just be regular dancing?
It's like tap dancing on
Why
the
can't it
bear.
be normal bear dancing, Jordan?
Why can't it be professional?
Just like every other guy you saw
Why
dancing on a
why do
bear.
you always go that way?
Yeah,
I took 6 months
with
of
bears.
dance. There's fucking tap. There's a million other kinds of dance.
Yeah.
Salsa dancing,
Yeah.
swing.
swing. Swing.
Why are you licking your lips? No, I'm just kidding.
Yo, what if you had? What if you
I'm
had?
envisioning in my feet.
What if you had a Macarena like 30-year class reunion just to like? 'Cause
We're having a bunch of class reunions at the brewery.
Yes.
10, 5, 10,
It's a good,
15,
but
20.
that's a good place to do it.
Why
Oh, it's
not?
fantastic.
I'm like, hey, you know
That
where you
venue
don't
really
have to
works
pay
out
to
for
do
everything.
it? Seven Sirens on a Thursday night. Show up with 200 people.
And it's not
Yeah.
far.
Give me
so
a call in
you can-
advance so I have enough
Dude,
bartenders.
you can Uber there, and it's not a lot of money to get to where you are.
Nope.
So no one has to worry about anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you can stay in the Airbnb upstairs.
Do you guys go to
And we have
class
a parking
reunions?
lot. You can settle
I
that
go all
beef
the
from
time.
11th grade when he
went to
I don't
called
even
you.
care. They're not even mine.
When fucking when Marcus called
Bro,
you.
I
a
did that
dipshit.
with the prom too. I went
It's
to
like
so many
sixth
fucking
grade.
proms. Senior week, I went to senior week 6 years.
Yeah. You're like, I still go.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
still,
I shave
like,
my
it's-
beard off and I go to secrets.
I gotta pass the torch on. Someone's gonna buy the miners alcohol. Like,
Allegedly.
Just rent a Jeep.
Yeah.
With the top down.
hey guys, I bought
Shave.
too much beer for my party. I'm gonna leave it in the parking lot over here.
I guess this keg's gonna go to waste.
Don't you fuckers
Shit.
steal this when I turn
Shit.
around.
Shit, it's just sitting there. That's legal.
Have you ever got thrown out of secrets?
Yeah,
So have I.
Wow,
Yeah.
have you? I
Yeah.
haven't.
2 times.
I have my VIP card. I lived that shit.
No, I had no recollection of what was going on.
Oh,
we
so,
went down
yeah.
there for a softball trip. We had a beer softball team. We won one game, and everybody threw in. We got one hotel room, and like 10, 12 people stayed in one room.
Oh, that's wow.
Yeah, it was terrible. I just told this story too. I was so fucked up.
It's like a Roman jail.
I took a hot pocket, like we were smoking and stuff, and I was wasted, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna heat up this hot pocket, and I was like, I'll leave the microwave
Brilliant.
piece on to make it toastier, and I put it in
Crispier.
the oven, and it immediately caught fire. So everyone knew I did it, and they're like, yo, why would you do that? And I'm like, I didn't do it, and they're like, you definitely did, and I was like, you guys can't accuse me of shit like this. So I stormed out onto the balcony and closed the door, but then realized I had nowhere else to go. So then, like 5 minutes later, I just came back in and I'm like, "Hey, look, like I had nowhere to go."
All right,
but,
listen, I fucked up, okay?
I did. I was like, I fucked up. That was me. And they're like, "We all know.
We still know.
We watched.
We never
you."
didn't know.
Yeah.
We haven't forgotten.
Cat's out of the bag.
Yeah.
The beans
So,
are
like-
spilt.
So we started day drinking and we ended up walking to Secrets, but we stopped. I was like, I always have the worst ideas. I'm like, why don't we stop and get a beer at every bar that we see on the way to
Brilliant.
Secrets?
This sounds like the plot to 12 Angry Men too.
Oof. So we got up there and I'm annihilated. And the only thing I remember from being there was like a dance floor, and then I was looking for a bathroom, and I remember going downstairs somewhere and taking off like a plastic chain, and I started wading in water. And then, like, someone grabbed me by the shoulders and was like, "What are you doing down here?" And then I was in the parking lot, and we had to leave. And then I think we were on a bus after that. It was like one of those where you wake up and you're like,
You teleported?
"Yeah, last night was fun." They're like, "Yeah, till you did this." Like
You had to, I know. I've been inside there. Like I used to work there years ago for like painting or something years ago. Like 15 years ago. I've been inside there, and I'm trying to think of where you had to be in the main building. I don't think you were in the nightclub area.
I don't know where I was I was not supposed to be at all.
Unauthorized.
Was
Like,
there sand by you?
I probably because there was water. So I mean, you know.
Oh, you must have jumped in the bay.
I don't know. All I knew is
Were you wet?
Yeah, I was definitely wet.
Okay, so you were
in water.
I was in water going.
Oh, we're getting
downstairs,
somewhere.
Yeah. And then they were fucking pissed.
Oh,
like,
you may have been in a boat
super
dock. I bet you were in the
pissed.
boat dock.
My
I
brother's
don't know.
My brother's ex climbed up the mast in like the center stage.
Oh no!
All the way to the fucking top. Was like dancing around and shit
No.
at the fucking top. Yeah. Yep, she did that.
We went to the Hooters, and then we ran into a girl.
That is so. Oh my gosh!
But there was a girl
Not
in the
long
bikini
ago.
contest was a girl that graduated a year before, so we're all like, "Yo, that's her!" And it just was like shitty timing, and she was like totally not hoping that like 9 guys she went to high school with saw her in a bikini contest. Yeah.
But why do you go in bikini contests then?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you were a
That was
shoo-in.
kind of your fault for going in that hole.
If you have a-
Yeah.
if you-
They didn't sign you up for
I
it.
guess she thought if she was in Maryland, she would be away from everyone.
This isn't a best quilt contest over in the Mennonite section.
She didn't win. Didn't win.
Not with that attitude. She
No,
didn't.
not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, clearly her heart wasn't in it.
No.
I don't even remember the last
She
time I had
just checked
Hooters
out.
wings. Are Hooters wings still good?
No, they don't think they ever
were
were.
they?
Nah,
They never
loved
were.
them. I loved them.
You just think they were
No, they were the only reason. The
Love
only
them.
reason people thought they were good because they were like the only, like the first chain, I think, that people got famous.
Yeah,
They're not good.
Well, it was
Nope.
they led the wing boom, I should say. Right?
Listen, there used to be a Hooters Air. There was an airplane you could eat hot wings, and then they had fucking Hooters girls on the fucking airplane.
I hope they got
that's
it.
where
for about
you guys-
I hope they
years.
got
I
it.
wish.
I hope they
Sure,
got
I
it.
got a Seven
Listen,
Sirens
For about 2
airplane.
years, it didn't work.
Why
It didn't
did
work.
why were the did they hire the bikini
I'm
girl?
assuming there's a problem.
You're
There
like,
was a
oh
problem.
shit! If they make it, they're doing that.
Did they hire
Like,
only,
oh, that-
only bikini girls for the pilot thing? The plane just crashed down the mountain.
Yeah.
Wait, what deal just happened? I mean,
Don't worry about it.
Seven Sirens
Replay it.
Air.
Replay it.
Something with Hooters. Something with Hooters wings.
We've shaken on 2 things tonight.
Demolition Derby and
Seven Sirens Air.
buying a plane.
I like it.
Oh.
Seven Sirens
Hey,
Air.
already got a Coke trailer.
I like it.
I mean,
Cola
it's the
trailer.
next step. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other thing flies.
Yeah.
Like needs pilots or whatever.
A pilot.
we could get some
Whatever.
like new ones that I don't know any better.
Whatever.
We don't have to pay them a lot.
My friend James Huff, who I'm going to tag when I do this, like he's got his pilot's license. He's not
Yeah.
doing anything with it, so it sounds like I just need to buy a plane and make it a beer plane.
We could probably get a used one too, and then you guys could open a second location
be a
and
glider.
fly back and forth.
A glider.
You should just get a plane.
It's my private glider.
to do like at the beach where they put the fucking banners where you're just flying over Bethlehem. People are just paying you to put like Jamie, you cunt.
You guys are going to fucking hate me.
Private glider.
Oh,
I
jeez.
love it. That's actually really funny. Oh man,
Good times, good times.
Yeah, that's fucking great. I want to see that shit. Yeah.
We got other pedally opportunities coming up. We've got all sorts of fun stuff.
Yeah, what do you guys got coming up besides? What do you have? The comedy show after Christmas.
Show.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
New
We got
Year's
New
Eve.
Year's.
Whole
Oh, what are you
Jamboree,
doing New Year's Eve?
Just a banger.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just come out and have fun.
Just wide open. Whoever shows up shows
We've
up.
got so much room.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Music?
Yeah, live music, food
Yeah.
trucks, the whole thing.
Yeah. I don't know what we're doing this year.
I know a place.
No, I'm definitely leaning towards coming out in Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
We're the only place who won't drop the ball. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh wow.
You like how smooth that was?
yeah.
I do. You have a very sultry voice.
Thanks.
So the comedy show, you're open Christmas, you're open New Year's Eve,
Yeah.
and then what are you doing in the beginning of the year, hitting the ground running? projects, new beers?
Mug Club member renewals. So everyone always asks how they get in the Mug Club. I don't know. Whenever you're there, you notice the mugs everywhere. In January, we renew the mugs. And if they don't renew, then we open them to the public. So on January 7th
What do you
or 8th,
get being in the Mug Club? Sell us on the Mug Club.
all right. Yeah. So there's a ton of shit. We do every other month, the second Wednesday of the month, we do a private Mug Club event where it's free food, private beer releases, tours with Josh and I, literally open forum, ask us anything, questions, comments, concerns. You get your own private mug that stays at the bar. It's numbered. It's yours. No one else uses it. Waiting for you to come back. It's 20 ounces, so you get 4 ounces more beer for free every pour. You don't pay any more for that. And any like cocktails or wine or anything like that that doesn't come in a pint glass, you get 20% off of them forever. Limited merch, like a ton of stuff.
That's awesome.
Discounts on events. Like if you want to rent the brewery, like we'll go easy on you. You know what I mean? Like, because we can make it happen. So I mean, literally, we've done all sorts of stuff. We in the beginning of the pandemic, we got our permit to deliver beer. So like we've gotten requests.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot you guys were doing that. You guys were early on doing that.
Yeah, you got to be.
Yeah.
So we'll just help them out with free beers on your birthday, free beers on our anniversary. So if you come in on our on February 14th and you're a Mug Club member, you get a free beer. If you come on your birthday, you have free beer week.
Do you let everyone know when they're open?
Yeah. So like I said, January 7th or 8th is going to be, I don't have the thing right in front of me, but yeah, one of those two, the first week of January, they have to renew. And if they don't renew by then their number's up for grab. So then it's feeding frenzy.
Fuck yeah. You should get one for your father-in-law.
I
You'd
should.
be like ever indebted
I'll
to
let
you.
him pay for it.
You're like, yo, I got the inside tip. Get in there. Get in there.
We have
Buy
people
two.
who get their damn money's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm telling you, he drinks beer.
yeah.
I mean, he makes his own
Especially
beer.
if you're a regular,
He drinks
too.
beer
you come
everywhere.
2
All he
times
does
a month.
is drink.
It pays for
And he's
itself.
skinny as shit.
That's
I don't get it.
amazing. Like
Yeah.
I never loved something and made it too. I never was like, oh, I love Doritos,
Well,
but I
part
also
of-
make Doritos.
No, but like
You should try and
Welcome
make
to the
Doritos.
business.
Seven Sirens Doritos.
Shake on it.
Yeah, no, he gets into it. Like he's really into it. So he'll order stuff, all the components to make different stuff, and he'll be like, "Look, I made this beer. I'm doing that." And then everywhere he goes, because of his job, he's in every country. So he just travels around and goes to every bar, tries all their beers. Like that's all he loves beer.
He seems like he's really happy. I
He
love
loves it.
That
Sounds like a
great.
happy man.
Sounds like a
Yeah.
happy person. Full of joy. I love
Yeah.
it. I
Yeah.
love it. What a good guy.
Yeah.
Do you have to hang out with him over the holidays? Are you going to take him out drinking?
He built a bar in his basement now.
All
So
right.
I bought him glasses from you guys. So now the bar is full of your glasses.
Appreciate it.
So yeah.
Good. Thank
Yep.
you.
Cool. Is there any comedy stuff you want to book before we punch out? Or your show and things you're doing on YouTube?
Oh yeah, like I said the canceled news. I will say this. Maybe I shouldn't. Probably enough time. In a day or two, we're gonna we might sell it to the Babylon Bee, possibly to not sell it, but them to pick it up as one of their things, as
Those guys were just on Drinking Bros.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yep.
Yesterday, day before. Yeah, they released it on the.
So then your show will go underneath their channel on YouTube?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yep. And we're hoping for that. I'm really hoping so. I'll write some jokes later tonight.
I'll cut this out if it doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, no, they are
movie magic.
They are filming it.
Well, I hate that guy.
It's just edited. It was
Yeah,
like,
do you want to talk
"I
about
hate
how
you."
you were on Tiger King 2?
That was weird. That was
Yeah,
weird.
we didn't even touch upon that.
We did not talk about that. That's
No, I
good.
don't- I don't
yeah,
know.
that's- only national
Well,
coverage.
come on,
Yeah, for
international,
real. Yeah.
intergalactic coverage.
That was weird. You texted me. A bunch of people texted me.
Yeah.
It was a fun day. It was a fun day.
That's dope, man.
I didn't know they were doing it. Nobody contacted us. I watched because it was like everybody texted me stuff, and my buddy Vitro was like, they mentioned Joe Rogan, Jim, and Sam, and then they used the clip from the show, and he's like, in the first 11 minutes, they like push you into mainstream media. And I don't look at this the way other people do. Like, I just keep doing it, and this is what I like to do for fun. So, like, something like that, like, I was like, cool. Like, we have a podcast. like
That's a thing someone acknowledged.
yeah. And it's
Cool.
not just like something we started and we're doing Zoom calls and like we've been working on this for fucking 5-6 years
Oh,
at this
you
point.
saying we're not doing it in an attic and then
No.
get an award
Yeah.
after doing it for 3 months?
Yeah, I don't need.
I don't know that name of somebody who did that.
I don't need the Lehigh Valley Award. Like it was, I was like, but
we
then,
have an award. Fucker, it's on the show.
But it's
best fucking podcast ever. Actually.
you know how I always did everything. It's like overproduce it. So you know, like the fact that it was like a kind of a nod to like, cool, like it's working. You're doing it. Keep putting more hard work into it. Like the fact that Netflix or whoever was editing it, or you know, somebody has to be watching the show. I do not.
that's
I do
fantastic.
not believe that they stumbled upon it.
Nothing's
Someone somewhere
Yeah.
must have seen it and was like, hey, use this clip.
Yeah.
It's
So,
that's real.
So the fact
man.
that like
That's
the
awesome.
audio and the video is good enough that they were like, hey, and then like it wasn't just we were on it. Like they segued us, like how the fact that JM was talking and then they had the guy on the jet ski and then it fed into it. Like they made us
Can
look.
you can you
really
do a cut
good.
screen of the cut screen?
Yeah.
That's so much work. Yeah,
You're like, absolutely.
But what was fucking weird is like I was like shaking and I was like, oh, I'm gonna post this and I couldn't screen cap it because like Apple was stopping me from doing that on my computer. So I was like, all right, I'll you know tape it.
Wouldn't it
with
be
my
if they
phone.
blocked you and you couldn't post your picture of yourself?
Yeah.
You don't own the rights to this. Well, they don't have my fucking rights either.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't any rights from me. Like
No.
they weren't like, hey, can we use this? So when I posted it, everyone thought I was just doing one of my weird videos, and I spliced it together, and then like
No, that's crazy.
people were like people really weren't liking it right away, and I was like, yo, like, this is a big deal.
Hey, what does that say about people? I don't
know.
believe you at all.
But then,
Do you know Carol Baskin? That bitch.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I-
then when it started picking up steam, and then like somebody in the comments was like, "Oh, you didn't do this. This is real." And then in the comments, I put, "No, Netflix did not contact me. Yes, this is 100% real." And then like put something else, but it was like because I remember I just started watching it, and then you texted me, and you're like, "Yo, dude," and I was like some people got it where they're like, "Dude, your merch is in the back." Like some people were like, "You need to contact Netflix and sue them and get all your millions of dollars," and I'm like, okay. And then some people were like, "Hey man, like you were completely branded out to 1 billion people."
Exactly.
And then,
Everywhere.
you know,
Exactly.
it's like if they
dude.
would have called me and been like, "Hey, we're not changing anything.
Yeah.
We're just going to put you out there," I wouldn't have said no.
Yeah.
yeah.
I would have
Thank
been
you
like,
for the exposure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then like I was
huge.
watching Sam Roberts does his show, and like before our clip there was Jim and Sam, and it was like a Netflix or when they were in studio at XM. And then he's like, "We're XM," and nobody contacted us. So I don't really, you know, they chopped the part up. So like, I mean, there was a lot like taking it in from that perspective. It was a weird day. Like the beginning, I was like shaking and was like, "Oh my God." Then I calmed down and I was like, "How the fuck did they find us?" Then I was just weirded out, and I called my friend out in LA, and he's like, "People are obviously watching you," and I was like, "That's cool."
Someone somewhere
Yeah.
had to have seen it.
Yeah. Then
And
there was
was
a part
like-
of me that was like, all my ex-girlfriends, fuck you. Like, you know what I mean? Like
I made it, bitch.
Yeah. Like, you know, there's
Remember
a lot,
you told me I would be nothing ever?
Well,
I
then
was wasting my time.
Well, like I had that moment where like, you know,
I had that before.
and he knows
Literally.
Yeah. Like he knows the list of people that like, you know, they try and take lead on the ideas, or people thinking I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So like there was that feather in my cap where I was like, fuck you. You're not on Tiger King. Your podcast isn't doing that shit. You're the one, you know, you're the girlfriend who told me I was wasting my time doing this, and now I'm paying my bills doing this, and now I'm on Netflix. Like, fuck you.
I had a girlfriend dump me because I was opening the brewery.
Yeah, shit like that. So it was like very humbling.
Her mom and dad
knowing-
come all the time.
It was humbling knowing that, you know, you could get home from work, throw on Tiger King for a good laugh, and in the first 10
Yeah,
minutes,
sure, this is
fuck
trash,
off.
but I'm on it.
Yeah, yeah. And then there was, and then it was just kind of like rounded the day out where my parents called, and it was cool that they think that I was famous, you know. And then it was like you were texting me in the evening, and then it was just like it was just a cool day. So I told everybody it was a fun social media day. It's obviously a foot in the door now for like, you know, tackling bigger sponsors. It's not like, hey, we're this local podcast from Nazareth.
As
Now
seen
it's
on
like,
Tiger
hey,
King.
Yeah, so we have a credit. So we actually have 2 credits because they talked about us when we first started on the
You're on-
Jason Ellis show.
Jason
You should
Also-
make a cereal.
Yeah.
We are. We are. We are.
let's shake on it.
Yeah. It's called 8 Sirens.
8 Sirens.
I've heard of pretty much everything else.
Yeah, I don't know. It was fucking weird. I mean, I don't know. I get weird
Yeah,
when
it's
people
surreal.
ask me about
Just
shit
like you
that.
asked me the same thing. Like it's surreal. You see yourself on Tiger King, and you're like, Excuse me, what?
Yeah, it was fucking like.
I didn't even know, but like you said, like you overproduce,
We
you
had to
always
fi-
over
We
deliver,
had to
but
find
so
it.
you're not
I have that-
surprised.
I had that recording somewhere.
I mean,
when he said
it was just
on Jason Ellis. He was
you
just
know.
like, "Hey, watch this video," and he just goes, "Yeah, it's a Never Again radio
Yeah.
podcast," and he goes, "I love that show," and I'm like, "What?
Yeah.
How the fuck does he know who we are?"
So like when
Somebody
that
watched it.
happened, like I was like,
Yeah.
cool. Like I don't know, like it popped, and then now it's a credit, and we're gonna build off of it, and
Why wouldn't you?
hopefully pull bigger
You
sponsors.
gotta get like big
so.
sponsors, like local sponsors, like come down to Nazareth for Clemson's
Yeah.
I
garden
want
mulch.
No,
No,
I
like,
want
come down
me
for-
undies. God
Yeah.
damn it!
MeUndies.
MeUndies.
Those
I
are
don't
actually
know.
mad comfortable.
That's what I'm
yo.
saying. That's why I want free fucking MeUndies.
Oh my gosh, man.
We'll see. It's going to be different next year. We're moving. The studio is now. I can actually say it. Like we passed code, we passed inspection. The studio is moving. We're going to put 3 studios in one. There's going to be a cooking show. So
big deal, man.
You
It's
know,
a big
Cookies,
deal.
That's gonna be
yeah.
great, dude.
But I mean, now I can
a
do
lot
shit
of
where
work.
like. Where we could do a cooking show, but we could do stuff with beer and pair. You know what I mean? Like, there's way more now. Like all the people that I had on the show and all the people that I work with, where I was like,
Bigger names,
And now
bigger things.
now we have this whole fucking avenue of a whole whole nother area to do shit. So like, the way it's going to be laid out, there isn't going to be any wasted space. Like with this space, it's like we didn't know what we were doing. Now that we know what we're doing, and my Jer, basically set up producing this with video. It's like now, we already started talking with getting rid of these mics. So now we're going to do over the top boom mics. Now they're going to be over the shot. There's going to be individuals over it. And then now everybody can kind of, you don't
Do
need
whatever you want.
headphones and you're not tied down to a radio look. We'll
I'm
have
still
a
going to
radio-
wear my headphones.
We'll have that in one of the studios, but then in like, this would be in like the lounge area. Then we
Yeah.
got that. And then it's like, and then we're also going to be connected to a bagel shop and like the cafe, but that's going to be closed at 2. But now I can do Friday nights where I can bring your beer up, and then now we could be pairing fucking
This
burgers
is
and beer.
the way
Like,
of the future.
yeah, and like
Having what you can do so many different awesome things with
yeah,
it. I'm
And
so
it's
happy
like,
for you.
Like what I want to do too is like pull these bigger food guys into the valley, and then now they can come on and they can do a cooking show, or like I can pull Giacomo's and be like, hey, what's your special this week? Oh, we're making this sandwich. Cool, come on and make it Monday.
That's great.
I'm gonna drop it Monday, and then Monday through Friday I'm gonna fucking promote the fuck out of it, and then Saturday we're gonna sell your sandwich.
Yeah, I love it.
And then it's like now I can put money in people's pockets that are coming through the door, or if like we want to, or we can use the space to host different things, or it's like
That's so cool.
or
It'll-
say we do a comedy thing, and then
Yeah.
we do, we bring a comic in, and we fucking do a podcast, and we promote the shit out of it. Or if they come in early, we do it Friday, get it done same day, and then Saturday, you're selling tickets to the fucking event. Like it's just everything that I've tried to do with other businesses and promote other businesses, and everything I try to do with food and done places is going to be made for the vendors, the people that hosted me, and it's like my payback to them to kind of push and promote them 10 times more than I did with this podcast. And it's like kind of like, I want people in Nazareth and my friends and family to not have to go anywhere to get Seven Sirens beer, and they can just get it by coming up here, and then like them, they have it and they like it, so now they'll go to there. But I want them to be able to have it here first, and Nazareth has never had that. So it was literally me being so pissed off that there's no fucking food in this area but there is good pizza shops. I love Pizza Joe's and Sicily's and these other places, but like
There's no like
the town-
high end good.
No, and
Yeah.
it's like, my landlord put in these brand new apartments, and like we got younger kids coming into the area that want to spend money, and the Planaholics open. So like they're, I didn't realize this. I went in to talk to them. They're selling $1,000, $2,000 plants, and people from Philly are driving all the way up here because it's cheaper to get it there. And I was just like, wow. I'm like, you're bringing they're bringing heavy foot traffic.
Wow.
So I was like, all we need is one more spot, and then it'll be too busy and it'll be too much, and then all the bullshit has to change. The fucking board has to change. The members have to
Good.
change. The laws
Good.
have to change.
Good.
Now you need to put a fucking parking garage in here. It's
Good.
it's too much going on for you to ignore it anymore. And this isn't the fucking, town from the 50s where you hang, you can still hang your Christmas trees up everywhere, but you can't fuck everybody out of growing a business in the area. And
But they're up to no good.
it's always the same old shit, man. I mean, I redid the fucking. I haven't ripped Nazareth for a while, so I'll just go on a tangent. But like, I fucking
Just fuck it at this
fuck 'em.
point.
I haven't
Fuck
written
'em.
Nazareth
Fuck
in a
'em.
minute.
You know,
but let's hear it.
Rip it.
they did the whole fucking Santa thing this weekend, and everyone's like, "Oh, are you doing?" I'm saying, no one approaches me, no one knocks on my door and asks to do anything. It's like, fuck off, man.
I'll say Bethlehem does. Bethlehem knocks on my door all the time to do that.
They
stuff.
never knock on
They
my
do.
door. And I don't know if it's
they do
'cause they
bar
listen to the show and we
crawls,
shit
cookie
on 'em.
crawls, community cleanup days. They do all that.
I
there's
would
just
like
shit-
to
they're
be
just shit
involved
they
in
just
And
that.
all
let
they need
go.
is someone new in there who gives a shit.
Yeah.
But the problem is nobody runs for any of these fucking offices. Everyone runs opposed.
What are you
Every
doing?
fucking election thing. I'm already elected. I can't do shit.
Run for mayor.
Yeah, we
I'll
need
go
you to
for
be
you.
mayor.
I'll
We need
move
you
here.
to-
I'll
step
move here.
down. Step down and run for mayor.
But I'm saying is
Are
no
you-
one runs. Every time I go, like you literally see these people and no one runs against them. And when you see like they'll hear them where they talk and they're like, "Do you see they want to put a digital billboard up? How tacky is that?" And I go, "They're advertising. Well, we're not going to allow it. Why? Well, because we don't like it. Well, that's not a fucking reason. But like I said, I live down the street here. Some fucking dude had a car with no fucking license plate. It looked like it was in a fucking accident, and it sat there. I called the cops. They showed up, and they said, "Did you call us to come look at this car?" I said, "Yeah." And they go, "Well, what do you want us to do?" It has no fucking license plate, has no fucking inspection. It
there
looks
a
like
body
it was
in
an
it?
accident. And I
Yeah.
go,
There
I
might
go-
be a body
I
inside.
go, "Do you think you could fucking tow it away?" And they go, "Well, we'll put a ticket on it." And I go, "What is that gonna do? Get the fucking car, get it out of here."
There might be a body in it.
It's just like there's time. There's
But that's
time.
what I'm saying. They're-
with a stick
They're just they're just like they don't give a fuck. It's just because it's like
Well, they
whatever.
don't have to, and like
Well-
that was the main thing when I was talking to
You get what you
the
vote
girl
for.
down there, and it's just
Damn.
like, you know, it's like there'll be too much going on.
You get what you vote for.
There's going to be too much going on, and like there's going to be a space available, and if the one person who's got first dibs doesn't snag it, it's like I'm going to try and put another business in there. Not, and this isn't talking shit on who opens up here, but not a hobbyist, a business.
Yeah.
I don't want somebody who's trying to run a business they've never done before and they're not ready to do it. I want to put a real fucking business in town, and then now there's 3 businesses, and now there's too much foot traffic, and then that's going to grow other things, and it's going to change. And you know, this was going to go 2 ways. It was going to go everything that I'm talking about was going to get blocked off, and I was just going to get acreage and put all this shit on a grove and do YouTube videos and be left the fuck alone.
And I'll bring the beer trailer.
That's where it's going to go. That's the end game.
Get a
But-
telescope.
But for now, it's like,
Face
you know,
paintings.
it's like it's cool. You know, I love face paintings. I
Dunk booth. I love dunk booths with the clown that just yells at you the whole time.
Yeah. But like I
just
want
goes,
to bring back the block party. Like they don't do that. And I talked to her down here, and I'm like, what if we
We're
brought-
already booking them for 2022.
Yeah. So it's like, all
Literally.
right, cool. So we can do the block party. We can bring you up for beer. It's like, you know, there's plenty of food people around here. Mad Jay's is down the road. I've been working with him more. We did our breakfast pop up. It went fucking awesome. So it's like, you know, we can shut the block down, and then, you know, let's give back to the businesses and fucking.
And every time
but Gladys
we do,
from Maple Street will not have it.
Who? Oh yeah. It's the worst. The worst.
Yeah.
The worst.
it's something we do personally. Is part of that goes to something
Yeah.
because we can't expect the community to accept us if we're just absorbing.
Yeah. Well, that's how I got like with the
Like-
skate park. It's like I was like, cool, I'm just going to pay for it. Like I contacted my friends and I hit my brother up. I'm like, hey, can you weld underneath and fix this ramp? And then I was working at Moravian Hall Square.
I want to do a backflip.
They had a fucking the pressure washer that was like, you know, a pull behind, you know, fucking
Big boy.
massive thing.
Yeah.
So we pressure washed all the equipment, and then it's like my friends came down who skated there, and we painted everything and like redid it. And when we were done, they accused me of stealing stuff from there. Like,
Yeah, they're just
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So it's, you know, but like I said, it was going to go 2 ways, and we have a meeting on Friday, and you know, I've been talking about it a little bit here and there, but the bagels are going to come, breakfast sandwiches, smash burgers on Fridays, and do events, and you know, I want to fucking pair shit with beer, and you guys can obviously do that in a fucking heartbeat. So I'm just excited to do shit in town, you know, maybe even host comedy shit because it'll be a smaller little venue, but it might be cool to do stuff. But I don't know. I'm just tired of there nothing to do in this town. Fucking sucks. I'm sure it's a Bethlehem. At least you guys are doing different stuff.
Yeah, no, we're always receptive to new ideas and new things. You know what I mean? Like I always go back to like there are so many communities out there. who just like need or want somewhere to go, who has a quality product, a lot of space, wants to give back, wants to contribute somehow. I had we had a car show where we had like Lamborghinis in the brewery.
I saw you did that. That was so smart because weather permitting, you can always you're going to have it regardless.
We'll put like 3 or 4 in, but
it's still better than not having having the event.
So everyone get the fuck out. Cars are coming in.
Everyone's just standing outside in the rain.
Cars buy beer. It's like, oh wait, people buy beer, not cars. Dan, why'd you let me do this?
Just like seeing the brewery just packed with cars, through the windows.
Yeah, everyone's just like, hey, I think I can see that.
Like Maximum Overdrive.
It's a great show, man.
You're fogging the windows. Quit breathing heavy.
Dude. But yeah. So what I was getting to, one of the guys there, a Spanish dude, was like, "Hey, do you care if I have like a Spanish band here and have like a big Spanish party?"
I would love a Spanish.
Yeah.
band.
I told him. I said, "Are you paying in pesos or dollars?" I'm down for it, bro. Like our staff is ultra diverse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like
I'm
we
that
don't
way
fit
with the
mold
podcast
for.
though. Like people will hit me up and they'll be like, "Hey, do you think I could come on?" 100%. When you
Why
wanna
wouldn't
come
you?
on?
Yeah.
When you want to come on?
Do you have cooties?
Yeah. Well, what it was when I started realizing that is whoever I bring on, they have at least 100 people that are going to tune in.
Yeah.
So it's like cool.
Their
like,
family is going to at least listen.
Yeah. So it's like everybody's excited to hear the story of who was ever on. And at this point, I've interviewed so many people that I just try and interview people who like are something that isn't really easy. And then like now, like somebody will come on, like the one dude from the Cookie, I forget the fucking name, but he runs a hockey team. And he's like, "Hey man, I have a local hockey team. I saw you had my buddy on the Cookie Dusters." He's like, "I started," he goes, "We like hockey and we wanted to keep playing hockey. So I pushed to the point where we created our own league. And there's like 7 teams that play hockey every week." I'm like, "Yeah, come on,
Are
man."
they Steel Ice?
Yeah. So I forget, they
Awesome.
play at like 3 different spots, but it's
Good.
like,
Do they need beer?
yeah, they're always looking for stuff like that.
Wait,
Only
does hockey
Labatt-
and beer?
Yeah.
Go
Well,
to,
it sucks.
No, hockey and Labatt.
never
Is that
heard
a
of that.
Here's
Does
what
anyone
hockey
do that?
and Labatt Blue.
here's what
Is that a market I have yet to tap?
This is what we need to steal from Bethlehem too, is that they host a Christmas thing and they have like a Christmas game and a shitload of people come out, but they can't sell beer or food at it because wherever they are, you can't like make money at the event. But if we find some private location, even if we do it on a pond, and then, or like, you know what I mean? Like we find a way to go and host this somewhere where we can do food and beer. Let's go.
I can just tell your face. Like, I already know.
I know spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
But
right.
but like that's the stuff I like. Where
Like across the street from the brewery.
but these guys are looking. You know, these guys are looking to like capitalize on shit, and their hands are tied because the township's like, well, we don't want you to have any food there.
I'll say this.
I
Like,
would have donated all the money to fucking like, hey man,
Bethlehem-
take the fucking money from the food
Bethlehem
and put it to your thing.
is very, you can't have that shade of bronze for your window trim. Come back next month to approve your next shade of bronze. Like they're very like that, but also like they are very progressive with a lot of new ideas and a lot of fun things. And it's just really cool being a part of a town that is actually like-minded and like appreciates what we put into the town and gives back to us. Like they've helped us out immensely over and over again. So yeah, no, I would love to do that stuff. We've been talking about we can just put in a permit to close down Broadway in front of the brewery and have Oktoberfest.
Dude, they did that years
why
ago
not?
in Easton when they brought in Red Bull, and Red Bull closed the street down, and they made a snowboard track or a
whatever
run
freestyle thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll tell them we'll donate 50% of the proceeds to. You pick
should
10
definitely
charities.
should
Pick 10
definitely
charities
do an
in
Oktoberfest.
Bethlehem, and we'll bring the traffic, and we'll bring more revenue in, and we'll pay the taxes on it. Don't worry, you'll get that from us.
Yeah, that's the stuff I want to do. I just think it takes people trying to push boundaries and change things in town.
If
And
you have good intentions.
I just think the town
real
has
big-
just been
A real big charity we're working with is Jellyfish Rescue. We rehab jellyfish that we find on the beach.
I don't believe you at all. At all.
We take it from that,
No
that
one
wet
likes
bag status, and
jellyfish.
we, I'm just thinking of one animal that nobody gives a shit.
We put them in a bowl of jelly.
Yeah.
I love animals.
I just kept thinking about having to piss on my
Maddie,
feet.
do you want to come talk about how you rehab the jellyfish
yeah.
from the beach?
At Maddie rehabs jellyfish.
She has a degree from Moravian. She went.
You just add salt water. That's how you fix a jellyfish.
She's like, can we just leave? She's like, I was literally asleep.
Why is this 1 hour? And
Yeah, what are we at?
Sorry for it. Was,
it's like
We're
3.
good. We're at 2.
It's like 7
We'll
hours.
cut it off.
Just a
Yeah,
tip.
that's
though.
it. What do you guys want to promote besides everything that you just promoted in the last part? But where can you find it on social media, all that kind of stuff? Give us an address of the fucking bar.
Yeah, 327 Broadway, Bethlehem, PA. What's the zip code? 18015.
18015.
Yeah, we got it.
remember Ahart's? Remember that grocery store?
Right by
Well,
5
next to
Points,
Ahart's.
McDonald's.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
right there.
Mickey D's. Shout out.
Seven Sirens Beer on Instagram, Facebook, all the
Do you guys
things.
plan on working at McDonald's?
I mean, I give them my business often.
Yeah.
No,
What do
I
you
actually,
get?
I actually don't. Here's the shitty part. All right, here we go. So
Here's
every
the story.
every 6 months, like I just feel like treating myself like shit.
Yeah.
Like just like
I
I'm
do it every day.
craving. Like there's yeah, like no, I get the progression.
Last 2 years.
Yeah. No, it's just like you crave
Wendy's.
just nasty ass
Yeah.
food. I've been suppressing that for a while, but like I'll literally just get like the family box.
Yeah.
The multiple Big
50
Macs, the
piece.
multiple cheeseburgers, the fucking multiple French fries, and the chicken fingers or whatever. Not
So like a
not that
standard,
fancy.
so like a standard afternoon order for my 600-pound life.
yeah, yes, once every 6 to 9 months.
Yeah.
Yes,
Good for you.
no, like no,
Wendy's,
like not good.
Wendy's opened it down here, and it was a bit. They actually did. The last time, how I broke the cycle is there was road construction, and it was a
Nice.
pain in the
Oh,
ass to
Wendy's
get
is-
there.
So easy.
I guess
they
I'll take a
open
baked
up.
potato.
Yeah. Baconator I started with, and then you start
Baconator.
going through the menu. You're always getting the fucking smoothie
I
thing.
mean, it's not bad.
No. Especially when those places first open, like they give a shit, and then
Yeah.
like they start losing employees, and then it sucks.
Oh yeah.
And then a pandemic happens. And
Then the manager realizes he's only being paid $38,000.
Yeah.
He's like, "What have I done?"
Yeah. I could be a Chick-fil-A. They have manners there.
I went to the Burger. Yeah, it was funny. I went to the Burger King in Emmaus, dude. Like,
You're still a BK guy?
no,
What's
I just
your
no,
go-to?
it was no. I went there because when I was my first job that was there was when it was a Wendy's.
Ooh,
They
all right.
they destroyed the building and made a Burger King. I went there like last. I got-
Sentimental reasons? You, like,
Yeah, I
took
just
a
want to
knee
see
and
what did you
cried?
do? What have you done to my childhood? And I walked in and man, like they had like 15 people working there. Like I don't like, they, like
killing it.
Yeah.
there's no way.
No, I can say up north we went to upstate New York and they only have like 2 or 3 people and everything
Yeah.
is just machines. You just walk up and
Oh,
order
yeah,
on the
the new
touchscreens.
Yeah.
The
I
was like,
McDonald's
fuck
on,
yeah.
The McDonald's on 248's all touchscreen.
Yeah,
isn't
you
it?
don't talk to anybody anymore. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Wow.
Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wawa and Sheets are that way.
They were set up for this 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I
They knew
remember
this-
the first
It's almost
time.
like they all knew it was coming. It's almost like they all knew something we didn't. It's almost like. Never mind.
Do you want to plug comedy stuff? And
Yeah,
your
just
show?
check out our Shopify. Just as I said, the Christmas show, December 26th, 7 and 9, Sunday. I'm the answer. I'll be down there. A bunch of other people. Tickets are on. They're $20 for a ticket. On the Seven Sirens Shopify, you can find it on there in the catalog.
We It's in our events on Facebook.
in our events
We have
too.
an event. Click the link. Go
Yeah.
straight to the ticket.
Cool.
And
Do you
yeah,
have anything, Jesse?
No.
One last thing. We're doing a toy drive. Bring toys to the brewery before the 20th. One of my friends passed in an automobile accident. He's got 6 kids and a fiance.
yeah.
So
What are their age? What are the ages roughly?
3 through like 9.
Yeah,
Oh,
like tough,
okay.
like the. Yeah.
So Wawa gift cards, grocery store gift cards, Target gift cards, toys.
Sheets, gift cards. No,
Yeah,
Wawa,
not sheets.
no,
We've been
Wawa.
through this. We do not bring.
I saw
sheets.
you slip that
gift
in there.
cards.
You gave me that look. You're like
You're like,
Wawa
we
gift
accept
cards.
everything for the family.
And all I
except
remember
for
is-
Sheets and gift cards.
I was gonna say no Mega Blocks either. Only Legos.
Yeah.
Only Legos.
Mega blocks.
No Mega Blocks.
Captain Crunch.
That's right.
I saw you something that was in slow mo. You were like, wah wah. Like no, you threw those
Been
away.
there.
So
We've
what do
been
you
there.
have in a box at the brewery that you
Just
can
bring it
drop
on
off
in,
to?
hand it to the bartender. Yep.
Cool.
It's all going to them.
We're gonna get a little Santa to deliver it all. I don't know how we're wrapping it. I didn't go over that part in my brain.
We can do it.
Oh, cool. So you're gonna have like a
help you.
Santa and like surprise the kids and
I'm
shit.
gonna try to, or something.
You dye that
Why
shit
not?
white. You're good, dude.
It'll be there by then.
Wow.
Like with any
I'm
luck.
starting to get a little touch. touch.
It's starting.
The little
All right.
force thing.
Thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate
Thank
Oh,
you
it.
for having us.
thanks for having
I'm
us,
excited.
bro.
I didn't know you were doing all the comedy stuff. I'm
Yeah.
excited to link into that. I'm excited to hear all the new extravagant things you're doing with the bar. I'm excited for the Demolition Derby.
Let's go.
If you're a first-time listener, first-time watcher, it's neveragainstudio.com. That has everything we're doing. It has apparel, has YouTube, video, audio, everything Never Again Studio. Thank you for checking out the episode. Goodbye.
Never Again Radio. Get into it, brother.